Hello, hello, hello. Do you copy? Over. Who's here? Either cat, lamp, and dog. Hello, copy, over. Honkers! A bellhound. It is time for honkers. But the other honkers. There's too many honkers. This honkers impact. Grid of 5, 4, fire for effect, over.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? How was your day? Honkers. Yeah. How was your day? I had a very chill day because I didn't go to work. I woke up this morning and I was kind of lazy. So I spent like 20 minutes in bed. And then I was like, okay, no, I need to go to work. You know, I need to go and earn money. How else am I gonna pay my gachas? So I woke up, had breakfast, I gave food to Reggie, I prepared my lunch. By prepare my lunch, I mean I prepare my lunchbox by putting my lunch and my drink inside. And I got dressed and I was all ready to go. Grab my car keys. I was ready to be like, all right, let's see. Hopefully, because I didn't go yesterday either because I had but that was because of a car appointment. My car is finally fixed. So yeah, okay, and I don't want to use, all my sick days so early in the year. It's only April. So let's go. And then I opened the door and it was snowing outside. But it wasn't just snowing, it was also windy, so all the snow was flying around, and it was also lifting snow from the ground and the rooftops. So very, very nice conditions to drive. I kind of took a look at the street. Then I walked to my car that was covered in a few inches of snow. And I was like, fuck this shit, I'm staying home. So I stayed home. I called in sick. I aspire to the obscene level of wealth where I can gato with my eyes closed. Yo, same. Didn't sleep, then sleep. I fixed plumbing with my dad for a job. Oh, plumber. Plumbers get paid very well here in Canada, just saying. Based. Yeah, it was I try not to take advantage of my work being so chill on that regard, or with me missing days. But I'm like, you know what? If I can't do it, I'm gonna do it. It's April. This is January and February weather. So I'm not gonna endure it during April. Thank you for the hydrate. So yeah, I fought with my recycling bin because it's recycle day, so I had to push the bin through the snow to leave it on the street. And then I came back inside, sent an email being oh no, sorry, I don't feel well. I haven't been feeling all that well, but it's nothing worth missing work over, but I use it as an excuse. Or like, oh, sorry, I haven't been feeling well. I think I'm gonna stay home and rest today. Then I put back my pajamas and went back to sleep until 11:30. April and snowstorms bring May flowers, right? I wish. I hope. Poggers. Extra sleep, hell yeah. Then I woke up, played some Honkai on the PlayStation. Then my controller ran out of battery, so I went into my laptop to play more Honkai, but the other Honkai, the Honkai that we're playing now. And then at about 5, I was like, alright, there's it's enough Honkai. I'm gonna go turn off brain until I stream. So I came back onto the TV, turned on my Xbox and played Power Wash Sim until like half an hour ago. I also was able to coordinate with my squad to Barrow Trauma time. Let's go! Enjoy Barrow Trauma. God knows coordinating is hard. A day off well wasted, hell yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing all day. Aside from like eating and feeding my cat. Oh, I also trimmed Reggie's nails. Of her front paws at least. So yeah, more progress, you know, more productive things done today. Getting a marks for it? Nah. I grab her, you know, when she's like laying down on one of her cat beds. So she's kind of that kind of sleepy state where you can go and pester them and they don't really react that much. They're kind of like swat away, but like half-heartedly, you know, like they don't really want to move. I grab her when she's in that state, and I'm like, all right, it's trimming time, and I see how far I can get. Sometimes I can cut like 2 claws, sometimes like just one paw. Most of the time, I only manage to get 1 paw in before she starts being like, all right, no, you're annoying me too much. And she actually starts like biting and whatnot. But today I managed to do like 2 paws in a row with her not really moving that much. So I was like, yay, victory. I couldn't go to the back paws though, but I trimmed those not long ago, so they should be fine still. Revenge for not sharing the fish, yeah. I also brush her a little bit. Have you seen the cat hammock used for nail trimming? Maybe? My sister cat is a feral muffin, so she trims herself on trees and stuff. Ah. Yeah, we got the cardboard thingy that she kind of scratch, and you know, she scratched those. But still, like, every other week or so, we try to trim her nails. Because I mean, especially as far as I know, especially for indoor cats, they don't really like, what do you say, like waste down their claws that much. Hey, Andre! It's the most photoshopped cat ever. Let's see. Oh, that truly is photoshopped. Yeah. I love the Photoshop cats from Amazon. That's interesting though. It looks useful though. Because I mean the reason why we don't really trim her nails that much is because when we try, you know, like I try to hold her paw and like, you know, push the bean so her claw comes out, and she starts like twisting and turning, and so I let go because I'm afraid that she's actually gonna twist her paw or something if I keep holding it. So yeah, that's why we usually grab her when she's kind of asleep. Going after the beans for free. Yeah, you know it. But yeah, I brush her also. I think I asked this once, but I'm gonna ask again. How cat havers, how often do you brush your cats? Because I feel like I'm going too long without brushing her. But I'm not sure if I should try to brush her like every day. Because she is a short hair, so. But I brushed her yesterday, and I hadn't brushed her in like 2 weeks, I think, and I think that's a bit too much. So I think I need to find the good, you know, the good spot for brushing. This time of year, she will shed like 4 cats worth an hour. Gotta tries to eat the brush more than I can brush. Hey, mine does the same. A cat owner's ABBs always be brushing. At least she likes brushing, you know. Usually when I start brushing her, she stays in place because she likes it. She'll always try that because she likes when I brush her head specifically. So she'll twist around so she can get her head under the brush. And I'm like, I need to brush the rest of your body. Please. Please behave. But yeah, I feel like I need to start brushing her more often. Like maybe not every day, but maybe, I don't know, every other day? Especially with this weather that I feel like she produces hair out of nowhere. I do like every couple of weeks because she sheds like a gremlin. Yeah, like now I just been doing it. The thing is that I usually wait until like the point where I see that I pick her up and she leaves, or I pet her and she leaves my hands like full of hair. Then I'm like, I should brush her. But I want to try to avoid getting to that point. I guess I'll have to figure it out. But anyway, it's Honkers Day. It is a day of honkers. So with that said, let's jump. Whoa, I'm lagging. The main menu makes me lag so much, so let's just move to honkers. Whoa! Let me get out of the main menu. It's only the home screen. But yeah, look, I got I got her a weapon. Yeah. I also got her weapon. I got my baby as well. My other baby. So yeah, I have them pretty well built, except for... Hell yeah. Because I couldn't get her weapon. I don't really roll for weapons usually, so it's kind of shocking when I managed to get their signature weapons. But anyway. It's time for more lag. And let's get here. So first thing first, let me grab my controller. Alright, there we go. Woo! Now... What do I have? Oh. Where were we last time? Let me get home first. I need to change. Where's my place? I need to change because I know you guys hate males. So I need to change into the canon gender. There we go. Female. The absolutely canon gender. This is totally not an excuse for me to come and sit here. I'll listen to Cyber Angel. My destiny. The only Honkai first gender. Yeah, yeah. To the heaven I breathe. Alright, let's get out of here. But yeah, it's so funny because I've been doing the side event, you know, there's a little restaurant minigame event going on. And I was playing with the male character. Because I like switching around. I like them both. So I use the female for the story. And I switch to the male for like all the side content. But at one point there was one dialogue that they got the gender wrong. But like they mixed them up. So it went something like, oh, you know, he was something about dreams. So it was like, oh, he kept falling into her dreams or something like that, but like referring to the same character. I'm like, damn. So the female is really the canon gender. Anyway, last time, where do I see the missions again? Need to see. I have so many side stories. Friend of cats. I had so many side stories that I need to do. So last time, we're following the dodo. So we went back to Lanchu and we were trying to figure out what's up. And Sangsha was kinda sus. And now we were in... Follow Sangsha and ask about Donix's whereabouts. So let's go. How was to... There we go. Wow, the frame drops. Would love to see it.
変わった場所に行ってみたいってたまに思うけど
Oh, yeah, right, I need to go back
宿
to...
題があるから
Nyam! Loading. I need this game on console so badly. I'm not used to these loading times.
セナディア必ず任務をクリアするよ
Alright.
みんなついてきて
I need to go down.
セナディアターゲットに接近中
Nyam. Pick this up. Nyam.
行くよ
Up to there with the battle trauma. What happened? All right. Yeah, I want to finish chapter 1 of part 2 before I go back to part 1. And all the side stuff that I'm reading. Okay.
先にあっちの方を見てみる次はブラブラするそれとも寝だめ
We're following Sanctuary. You're looking for Donig. Donig is the dog. Alright, have you seen a dog?
キューおじさん元気にしてた体の方はどう
Uncle Q, how have you been lately? Feeling any better?
小弱先生ちょうど探してたところだったんだ
Oh, Master Sanctuary, I was just looking for you.
そう簡単に死んだりなんかしないって信じてたぞ
I knew you wouldn't die that easily. What? What do you mean?
ああそれはもちろん
Why did you think she was dead? That's for sure.
ちょっと待ったうちが死んだってどういうこと最初から説明して
Wait, let's start over. I died? God damn, I can't believe she's dead.
うさんくさいなんたらリッカーのせいだな
Oh, it was that actor who always acted mysteriously.
先生のことをしばらく見かけてないと思ってたんだがあいつが不測の事態にあったとかなんとか言いふらしてたんだ
Huh?
それも自分が埋葬したと語っててやけに真に迫っていてな
Shortly after you went missing, he went around saying you died in an accident and that he'd buried you himself. He described it very vividly. We weren't gone that long, were we?
なるほど彼もずいぶんと商売上手だね
I see. He really knows how to do
み
business.
んなを不安にさせてうちが戻ってきて回収を再開した時にはきっとわざとそうしたって言ってくるはず
Stir up chaos among the crowds to make
今度はど
profits.
れくらい差し引かれるのやら
They're explaining it as an intentional act to come back.
それはさておきQおじさん聞いたことある
Let's not worry about him. Uncle Q, have you heard?
聞いた
Have you heard? Heard what?
どうやらまだ手遅れじゃないみたい最近ドニグルを見かけなかった
Looks like we're not too late. Have you seen Donig recently?
ドニグルいや全くあの方が琥珀街に
So
来ることな
everyone
ん
knows
て
the dad?
一度もなかったぞ
Donig? Not at all. It never came to Amber Street, did it?
昔は昔今は今
Mukashi wa mukashi.
何があったのかわからないけど最近のドニグルは性格がすごく変わって今は行方をくらましてて人を傷つけたりしてるんだ
In the past, yes. Donig's temper has changed a lot recently. Now no one knows where it is and it might harm people.
うちはそれを処理しに行ってただけ
I was trying to deal with this before.
じゃあ今はどうなってるんだ
How come? How are things now?
直接処理しに行ったんだからうまくいったよ
Mm.
ただ連れて帰る時に少し情けをかけすぎて逃げられちゃったの
Since I'm handling this myself, everything will be fine. But when I was about to bring it back, I hesitated for a moment, and it took the chance to escape.
それほど厄介なことじゃないけど、みんなの身の安全も考慮してちょっとした道具を配っておこうと思って。
It's not a big deal, but for the safety of the neighborhood, we came back to hand a few things out.
はい、これ。
Here, take
これは
this.
分
It's
野庭園七円羽。
Shadow Locating 7-Color Flame Plume. That's a name?
ドニグルに遭遇したら同化府に火をつければ安全になるよ。
Oh, she's totally making this up as she goes. If you happen to run into Duanig, just pull this lighting talisman and it'll keep you safe.
先生、このような貴重な一品を。
Wow, Master Sanctua, this is so valuable.
もう一つ配って2つで1セットにした方がいいんじゃないか。
Shouldn't there be two to make it a pair?
それは安心して。うちが作ったものだから一つで
Relax.
十分だよ。
I made this myself. One is enough.
それじゃあ旧おじさん、約束だよ。
Alright,
うちらは次の場所へ向かうね。
I should go check some other places. Take care, Uncle Q.
小弱、あれって使ったことあるの？
No, she believed it.
バ
Well, Sanctua, why didn't you use that flame something before?
カ。あれが何なのかわからない。
Don't tell me you haven't figured out what it is.
小弱、あれは花火、それとも信号弾？
Is that a firework or a signal flare?
もちろん前者だよ。うち、ああいった生活の雰囲気のあるものが好きなんだ。
The former, of course. I love places with a bit of hustle and bustle.
花火に生活の雰囲気があるかどうかは置いといて、
If that's the hustle and bustle you mean,
あの人たちがあなたの手先？
are they your informants?
この方が効率的だろ。
Have the effort double the result, right?
ことの顛末をいちいち説明してたらいつ終わるかわからない。
It will take too long to tell him exactly what happened.
別に悪巧みなんてしてないよ。昔ならあんな花火でもいい値段をつけて売らないと気
So
が
you,
済まなかったけ
she
ど
just
ね。
gave him some fireworks.
いわゆる元を取るってやつ。
I did it purely out of good intentions. I would have sold that fireworks at a good price before. That's what we call recouping costs.
そうそう。
Buenas.
旧おじさんも言ってたように。
¿Cómo estás?
流
Bien,
行り
bien,
み
¿todo
な
bien?
ら
¿Y
あい
tú?
つがいる。
¿Qué tal, qué tal? Oh, right. Uncle Q just mentioned that there should be more informed sources. Where? Where are we going? Run faster!
今日は何か面白いことあるかな。あ、いたいた。うちを埋葬してくれ
That's
た
the
人。
person who buried us? Oh, the person that said that we were dead? Future actor. Oh, I need a... I need a narrator voice. The girl stood in front of the man silently.
どうかしたの？もしかしてお化けに会ったとでも思ってる？
What's wrong? Do you feel like you've seen a ghost?
小弱先生、ご無事だったんですね。近頃見かけてなかったので、みんなもさぞ焦ってたでしょう。
So I guess they were gone for a few days when they went back to Oxia. Oh, Master Sanctua, you're okay. Everyone has been worried sick about you these days.
近頃か。半日ぐらいしか経ってないはずだよね。
Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
やっぱりあんたのお世辞は何の意味もない。
Yeah, and by these days, you mean I've only been away for half a day, right? Don't exaggerate.
まあ、うちは別にそれを非難するために話しかけたわけじゃない。他に重要なことがあるんだ。
Well, I'm not here to stir up trouble. I have some important matters to take care of.
聞いたよね。わざと驚かせてるわけじゃないけど。
Haven't you heard? I'm not trying to scare you, but... What the girl said sounded rather familiar.
それは
The man quickly gazed at the people present.
先生、ちょっとだけ二人で話したいんですけど。
Master, a moment, perhaps?
へえ、ずいぶんと慎重なんだね。いいよ。
Oh, you're cautious. Sure, sure.
それじゃあみんな、ちょっとだけ失礼す るね。
Excuse
す
us,
ぐに戻るか
everyone.
ら。
I'll be right back. Don't you get tired of keeping secrets?
で、彼女は方法すら変えないの。
Doesn't she have any other tricks?
それを気にする必要はないんじゃない？適材適所って言うし、そう簡単に行くことでもないだろうから。
Adapting to the circumstances isn't easy after all.
でも
Well,
今まで掴んだ術の情報から見れば、それはリトストみたいな人を超えてる存在なのに、彼女は
regarding Shu, according to what we understand, it is implied that they're beings beyond mortals, just like Litost. But so far, the one we've met here is...
みんな、誰か手を貸してくれる？
Yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine her as one of those legendary person slash beings.
Guys, a little help here? The girl's voice came from the corner. It was a rather short conversation.
何
Alright.
があったの？
Why does she need help? Something happened?
行ってみよう。
Shall we go check it out? The girls had many guesses about what they were going to see before arriving at the corner. They knew that Songchu's attempt to get so much for so little was never going to work. However,
どうしたの？そんな顔して。
What do you have there? What's with all those things?
huh? Why are you all wearing that expression?
She's so pretty, goddammit.
小弱。引っ越しの手伝いでもしてるの？
Songchu, are you helping him move?
いや、強盗殺人と言った方が適切かも。
I think it looks more like a robbery. In the blink of an eye, the actor who made a living by scaring others was nowhere to be found. And an astonishing number of blank shoe currency had been left next to the girl.
何物騒なことを言ってるの？うちがやってるのは真っ当な商売。
Did she scare him so much that he just produced all this?
What? All my activities are completely legitimate.
ここにあるのは彼から無理やり押し付けられたものだ。いくら断っても全然話を聞いてくれなかったよ。
That guy insisted on giving them to me. I tried to refuse him.
これがいい値段をつけて売るってこと？
Is this what you call selling at a good price?
実はそういう意味じゃなくて、
Not really.
ほんのちょっとだけ内情を教えようと最近のことを話したの。そうしたら彼ってば大儲けできる極秘情報をわざわざ教えに来てくれたって思い込んじゃったみたい。
I just let something slip and mentioned some recent events casually, but he misunderstood and thought we brought back some get-rich-quick scheme.
で、うちにめちゃくちゃお礼をして最近稼いだ影をそのままくれたってわけ。
After showing his gratitude, he stuffed all the shadows he earned into my hands.
I don't know if I should believe her.
あくまで誤解だよ。別に押し売りとかじゃないんだから。
It's just a big misunderstanding. No one got a strong arm into selling.
これも計画の一部？
Very trustworthy, I know, right?
So is this part of the plan?
一見何の関係もないけど、
Some
後で伏線が回収されるってこういうこと？
some sort of callback?
単に腕がムズムズしたからついでにやっただけで。
It's more like saying I got opportunity and going along with it.
琥珀街では一人を除いて一番裕福なのがさっきのやつ。それもとんだケチで。
That guy is the second richest on Amber Street, but he's extremely stingy.
誰かが一押ししないとお金は回らないだろ？
Someone needs to do something so that these riches can start circulating.
でも安心して。本題の夢追い人のことは忘れてないから。
Rest assured, we didn't delay anything related to Guruko.
新しい手がかりでも掴んだの？
Got any clues?
その通り。あいつも何の根拠もなくデマを流したわけじゃない。
Yeah, that guy didn't start spreading rumors without a reason.
通路が現れたことがかなりの騒ぎになってて、琥珀街でちょっとした騒動が起こったらしい。何しろこの長い間に通路が現れたのは一度だけだったんだ。
The noise from activating the pathway was too loud and caused some chaos in Ember Street. For them, the pathway had only been opened once in recent years.
幸いうちは不在だったけど、町には人望の厚い先輩がいたから、ちょっと説明しただけでみんなが落ち着いたんだって。
Luckily, a respected elder on the street spoke a few words to persuade the people to settle down when I was gone.
先輩、術の人じゃなくて？
An elder, but not a shoe?
そうだったらいいんだけどね。それならドニグロを彼に任せてもいいわけだし。
It would be great if he was. Then we could hand Donig over to him to deal with.
でも彼は確かに今術に最も近い一般人と言えるのかも。
But over the years, he could be regarded as a regular human who is almost equivalent to a shoe. Damn!
とにかく話を聞きに行こう。
Either way, let's go find him. Doko. Where are we going?
ああ、小雀先生。本当にありがとうございます。
What? Okay. That was not sus at all. Wait, what? Almost like a shoe. You don't remember the shoe where the people that split the two worlds apart. Now I'm thinking of Maple's very funny joke. Do not. Do not think about that. Scooter.
この人どこかで会ったような。
Yeah, he does seem familiar. I mean, he's also very NPC-like, so... This person, have I seen him somewhere before?
小雀、
Sangsha,
老朽に残るのか。
are you staying in Lankyu?
おじさん、その言い方はちょっと水臭いんじゃないか？
Lankyu's my
う
home.
ちは老朽の人なんだから。
Where else would I be?
他に当てなんかないよ。通路のことで騒ぎになってたって聞いたよ。手間をかけさせちゃったね。
I heard about the chaos the pathway caused. Sorry for the trouble.
そうなのか。てっきり後悔したのかと思った。
Oh, I thought you might have changed your mind.
後悔？
Changed my mind?
他のことはあまり知らないが、前回通路が現れたのはあんたを自由にさせるためなんだよな。
Oh? I may know a little about many things. The last time the pathway opened, it was to help you regain freedom.
長く生きてきた奴らにとっては秘密でも何でもない。
That's probably not a secret for someone who's lived long enough.
てっきり今回はあの時リトストの善意を断ったことを後悔したからだと思ったんだが。
I thought you finally regretted refusing Litost's goodwill.
そんなことないよ。ただ単にドニグルのせいさ。
Huh? No, it was Donig.
どういうことかわからないんだけど、突然自分で通路を出現させて、うちが分離させた場所まで行ったの。
I don't know what happened, but it suddenly opened the pathway by itself and went to the area where we got separated.
王家のことか。
Do you mean Oxia? How do you...
その通り。そのせいである友人も傷つけちゃった。おじさん、ドニグルのことを見か
How
けて
does
な
he
いの？
know? Yeah, and he was one of my friends. Have you seen Donig lately?
ないな。生活に必要な分以外、影に関することなんざとっくに興味をなくしてる。
No. Besides in everyday life, I haven't paid any attention to the shadows for a long time.
でも、あいつのことなら。長尺、あんたたちはとっくに予想していたんじゃないか。
But if it's Donig, Sangsha, shouldn't you have anticipated this?
何しろ、あいつが俺たちの味方になったのは本心に従ってそうしたのか、それとも誰かの仕業によるものなのか。
No one knows whether Donig was on our side
リトス
willingly
ト以外は誰一人として知らないはずだ。
or under someone's control, except for Litost himself.
ドニグルは影から来た怪物だ。あんたは後悔してないようだが、あいつの場合はそうとは限らない。
Donig is a monster from the shadow after all. Although you may not have changed your mind, it might not be the same for it.
おじさん、それってつまり術の一部から再び罹患の術僧になろうとしてるって話？
Are you suggesting that Duanig is preparing to become one of the 10 faces of misery again?
さあ、はっきりとは言い切れない。ただ、あいつの本性について注意したまでだ。
I can't say for sure. I'm just reminding you of its nature.
でも、もう100年前のことなんだよ。そんな企みがあるとしたら、どうして今までずっと待ってたの？
It's been a whole century. Would it really have waited until now?
機会を伺ってたのか。あるいは長年考え続けたことでひねくれてしまったのかもしれない。
Perhaps it lacked an opportunity. Or perhaps some things take this long to fester.
長尺、これだけは言っておく。俺が知っているのはほんのわずかな部分かもしれないが、リトストの死についてドニグルがどう思っているのか誰もわからない。
Still, I may not be the smartest, but I'm sure no one knows what Duanig thought about Litos' death.
でも、あれはリトおじさんが自ら入念に計画したもので。
But Litos carefully planned that himself.
確かにその通りだ。だが、長尺、認めて尊重できたとしても、本当に受け入れられるのか？
Well, that's true, but put aside Duanig, who was the closest to him.
あんたや、俺ですらそうだったんだ。あいつと一番親しかったドニグルとなれば、なおさらなんじゃないか。
Even when you or I acknowledge and respect something, can we really accept it? True.
それは
Well,
ドニグル、もしかしてリトおじさんを生き返らせようと思ってる？
Duanig, could it be it was looking for a way to bring Litos back to life?
わからん。それに、
Necromancy.
リトスト自身の意思を考えると、俺たちじゃおそらくドニグルの動機すらつかめない。あんたがさっき言ってた推測も大きく外れているかもしれない。
No one can say for sure. Besides, considering Litos has his own free will, we can't even guess Duanig's motivation. Your theory might be completely wrong.
それもそうだね。
True.
じゃあ、おじさん、ちょっと手伝ってくれる？ドニグルを見かけたら、うちに連絡して。
So, could you do me a favor? If you see Duanig, please find a way to tell us immediately.
以前ここから借りた花火を使えばわかるから。
Just use the fireworks I borrowed from you before.
名を馳せた明かりの研究成果が今や花火扱いされるとは。
You just call lanterns big time research fireworks.
まあ確かにあれに他の使い道はないかもしれないな。わかった。問題ない。
It's hard to find any other use for them now. It's fine.
ありがとね。
ああ、そういや。
Oh, by the way.
どこまで調べてるのかわからないが、今日の騒ぎはどうも通路によるものとは思えない。
I don't know how deep your investigation has been, but from what I can tell, the chaos today wasn't caused by the pathway.
何者かが7釘を1本ずつ抜いている。少なくとも2本ぐらいは抜かれているようだ。
I think someone is pulling out the 7 nails one by one, and at least 2 have already been pulled out.
直に見てみようと思っていたが、考えたところ、本当にドニグルの仕業なら、俺みたいな一般人は釘に近寄らない方がいいかもしれない。
I was planning to check out the matter myself. But now, if it's really Duanig, an ordinary person like me should stay away from those nails.
それは通りであっちの釘を元に戻さなかったんだ。もしかしてあいつは本当に。
No wonder Duanig didn't fix the nails there. Could it really be?
わかった。すぐに見に行ってみる。ありがとね。落ち着いたらいいものをご馳走するから。
Alright, let's go take a look ourselves. Thanks, I'll treat you to a nice meal later.
遠慮しとくよ。あんた、毎回おごるっていう割には、会計するときにいつもいなくなるからな。
Forget about it. You're always nowhere to be found when the bill comes.
いや時間も時間だし。
Why is she like
先に
this?
失礼するね。おじさん、また後で。
Oh dear, time's running out. We better hurry. See ya!
厄介になってきた。
This is so troublesome.
ドニグルはちょっと我慢できなくて外へ遊びに行ったのかと思ってたけど、そんな単純な話じゃないみたいだね。
I thought Duane couldn't wait to go out and play. Turns out it's not that simple.
さっきのおじさん、なんか小弱より専門家っぽいけど。
That gentleman before seemed more professional than you.
その言い方も間違ってないような。術とは全く違うけど、若い頃は影に対処する専門家だったんだ。いろんな
Well,
ものをいっぱい見てきたから、うちより物知りでも当然だよ。
you're not wrong, I guess. Even though he's not a Shu, he was a professional who dealt with shadows in his youth. So of course he knows and understands more than me. How did you get to be a Shu then?
それで、ようやく何かに気づいたみたいだけど、彼の話を聞いて分かったことでも。
So, what did you learn from him? You seem to suddenly have an idea.
ちょっと整理するね。どこから話すべきか。
Well, where should I start?
そうそう。うちが言わなくたって、みんなはとっくに知ってるかと思うんだけど。
Right, even without saying it, I'm sure everyone probably knows it already. No, I don't.
他の術の面々とは違って、リトストおじさんはもう100年以上前に亡くなってるの。老朽と桜花が分離したその日に。
Unlike other Shus, Litos has been dead for over a century, which is since the day Langshu was separated from Oxia.
それも、彼が自ら選んで、一人で死を迎えた。
And it was his own choice to die alone.
もともと、あれはリトおじさんの唯一の願いで、みんなも理解してた。
That was Litos' only wish. Everyone can understand that to some extent.
多少
Well,
は理解できてたんだ。
more or less.
でも、あの日、ドニグルは姿を見せなかったの。あいつがどこに行ってたのかは誰にもわからない。
But Tonic didn't even show up on the day Litos died, and no one knew where it went.
しかも、最後にリトおじさんに会うこともなかった。
It just disappeared.
翌日になると、それが全くなかったかのように振る舞い始めて、主だったリトおじさんのことを全然口にしなかったの。
Even the next day, Tonic acted as if nothing had happened. He didn't even mention Litos, its former master.
跡形もなく消え去るっていう、彼の生前の願いを叶えようとしたのかどうかはわからないけど、
I can't tell if he did it to maintain Litos' wish to disappear without a trace.
それについてだけど、あのおじさんの話は正しいと思う。
I think what that gentleman said just now is more accurate.
認め、尊重できたとしても、本当の意味で受け入れられるとは限らない。
When you acknowledge and respect something, it doesn't necessarily mean you can truly accept it.
そうだよね。100年経ってあれこれ考えてるうちに悲しくなってきたのかもしれない。
Right, maybe after an entire century, it's feeling more and more regret.
でも、それが目的なら、どうして桜花に目をつけたの？
But if this is the reason, then why would it target Oxia?
むしろ逆だったりして、桜花で何かを見かけて主を蘇らせようとしたとか？
Huh. Could it be the opposite? Because Duanek saw something in Oxia, it started thinking about bringing its master back to life?
そうだ、加工おばさんはどう思う？
On perception, what do you think?
話す前に、
I keep forgetting about her.
はっきりとさせておきたい。質問するときはもう少し明確な聞き方をしてほしい。
Firstly, I strongly recommend you all ask me in a more clear-cut manner.
ドニグルの目的については、あなたたちと同じように私にもわからない。
As for Duanek's purpose, like all of you, I have no idea.
しかし、私たちと同じく、七釘を抜く者が確かに存在しているのなら、おそらく奴しかいないだろう。
But that existence unrelated to us trying to pull out the 7 nails. I think only Duanek can do that.
実際、すでに眠りについた術たちを除いて、そのようなことができるのは、私と奴以外に存在しない。
In fact, aside from those shoes that are asleep, only Duanek and I can pull out the nails.
じゃあ、釘をすべて抜いたら、どんなことが起きるの？
What will happen if all the nails are pulled out?
ああ、大したことではない。
Nothing serious.
罹患の術相が世に戻ってくる。術に制され、 火や電気
Nothing
のように
serious.
刺激されていた影も自由を取り戻す。
The 10 faces of misery will reappear in the world, and shadows once restrained and turned into tools by the shoes will regain their freedom. Think like that. No biggie.
その暁には老朽はたちまち滅びるだろう。そしてそこから溢れ出たものは世界の泡を30から50個程度征服できるだろう。
Lankyu will surely be destroyed, and after overflowing this place, it may continue to conquer 30 or 50 other bubble universes.
ただそれだけの話だ。
Just that. Just that. You know, just total annihilation.
随分と危なっかしいものを抱えてる割には対応があまりにもおろそかすぎない？
Don't you think your safety mechanism is a bit too hasty for such a dangerous thing?
大げさすぎるって。何しろ術たちは眠ってるけど、離島寺さん以外は全員生きてるんだから、影をそんな風に放っておくわけがないんだ。
You don't have to listen to its fear-mongering. The shoes may be asleep, but beside the toss, they're still here in this world. They won't let the shadows cause such a big mess.
それに世界を縫い付けてる七星月が全部抜かれたところで、しばらくの間はどうってことない。このシステムも独自の感性みたいなものがあって、そう簡単に秩序を失うことはないよ。
And even if all the 7 nails anchoring the world are pulled out, nothing disastrous will happen right away. This system has its own inertia, and it's not that easy to displace.
確かにたちまち滅びるという話はただの冗談だと思ってほしい。
True, I might have exaggerated a bit. Just a teeny bit. Just a teeny little bit.
その場違いなユーモアはさすがに理解できない。
I struggle to appreciate your untimely sense of humor.
まあまあ、その件は一旦置いとこう。
Alright,
通り尋ねてみたことで目標がはっきりしてきたし、
at least your goal just became much clearer now. Did it?
ドニグルでもあの頑丈な釘を抜くには多分手間がかかるだろう。うちらなら絶対に追いつける。それに
Even if it's unique, pulling out those nails will require considerable effort. We can definitely catch up to it, especially... Saying this, the girl's tone took on a hit of confidence.
その中にはあいつじゃ絶対に抜けない釘があるから。
There's probably a nail that Johnny can't pull out. Which one? Where are we going? Nyum. Gotta go fast.
何か面白いことあるかな？
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Continue testing main missions? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by testing main missions?
セナディア、必ず任務をクリアするよ。みんな、
Oh, continue looking for Duanig. Alright. What's this? Photographic memory? Oh, yeah, right, this thing. The Tetris. Oh, this is so easy. Woo!
張り切って出発。
Excellent. Did I activate this one?
前方の敵は私に任せて。
Wait, what's this? Why is it not activated? Oh no, I think it is. Never mind. Why is that door closed?
ついてきて。張り切って出発。
Explosive keg. Triggers an heavy explosion.
いくよ。
Why are there explosive kegs here? Oh, okay. We need it. We need it.
いつでも行
We
動
need to make it go boom
任せて。
to break the ground. Whee!
張り切って。
Anything here? No, we keep going down. Whee!
みんな、
Anything here?
セナディ
Ha ha
ター
ha!
ゲットに接近中。 宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
Give me the goodies.
近くに崩壊エネルギー反応があるから気をつけて。
What's this? Destructible walls. Can be destroyed with attacks. Woohoo!
張り切って出発。
Another puzzle. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, okay, never mind. It's also very easy. Let me see, I got some stuff because I leveled up. Woo! Goodies!
次はどんな冒険が待ってるのかな。
Increase ultimate members' fortitude reduction by 30%. Alright.
いつでも行動可能。行こう。
任せて。
And we keep going down. What's this? Whoa! Oh, this is a new area. We haven't been here before.
みんな
Yay!
行くよ。そうだ、あっちの滝とかこの真っ黒な川水はもしかして全部影？その通り。中に落ちちゃったら水に落ちるよりずっと危険だよ。
Okay, do not fall into the dark water.
っていう人、彼は一体
You are in a load? Exactly! So, about the toast. What exactly?
それについてはリトおじさんの功績をみんなに言い聞かせたい気分ではあるんだけど、
Well, as much as I want to publicize Litos's deeds for everyone to know,
生前の願いが誰にも知られないことである以上、う
But-
ちもベラベラと話さない。
but since his wish was to remain unknown, I'll keep quiet.
それにはっきり言っちゃったら、一部の人にとっては老朽にいるだけで一日中恐怖に襲われるよ。
After learning the truth,
そうなったら琥珀街でまともに商売することはできない。
just staying in Langshu will make some people restless, and many businesses on Amber Street wouldn't be able to operate. Why? What did he do?
いい景色。
Now
行くの？
I need
前
a...
方の敵は私に任せて。
No swimming. Okay, here's one. So now I can open this chest. Woohoo! What's that? Oh, it's health. I don't need it.
張り切って出発。宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
Nice.
張り切って出発。
Oh no, I hate these things.
みんなついてきて。ほいだ。あちゃー。だ。くらえ。あちゃー。
おかしい。こいつら前よりも手強くなってる。
そう？じゃあカク、うちらも手伝いに行こう。カク？
大根バチだ。これは私のパレスだよ。くらえ。
ねえ、カク、無視されるとこっちの面目が立たないんだけど。
すまない。さっきはあいつらの影を感じ取ることに専念していた。単刀直入に言うと、もう少し急いだ方がいい。奴らを呼び寄せる力、
Me trying to read what I'm trying to fight. Something, the pool of shadows. Are we done? 60 left or something? I see. Let me... Wait, no, never mind. Can I... Okay, I'll do it later. Or can I do it from here? No, I don't think I can. My FPS is not cooperating with me. I feel like... Whoops. Hopefully there wasn't anything up there that I missed. And I can simply jump up and check. Alright, there's nothing. Oh, it's one of these things. Ooh. Ah, crap. I need to grab this first. There we go. Easy. Alright, anything else? I don't think so. So, elevator time. Huh. Huh. What's wrong, perception?
結果から見れば私の時と同じ。
Seems the result is the same as before.
釘がとうとう抜かれたの。
Did we pull out another nail?
その通り。ただ、理論上はそんなに早く抜かれないはずだ。
Yes, but it shouldn't have happened this quickly.
もしかしたら、あいつには自分なりのチートツールがあるのかもしれない。
Perhaps
単語の使い方は合っているだろうか。
it has some kind of cheat code? Is that the right term? He's cheating!
そうだ。単語の使い方はさておき、こっちもチートツールを持ってるよね。
Well, right or wrong, don't we also have our own cheat codes? What are you talking about?
みんなの推測によると、ここの影は一種の根源物質なんでしょ？
We think that the shadows here are kind of source matter, right?
今、目の前に影がこんなにあるんだから、前より情報を抽出できるはず。
Now, with so many shadows in front of us, we should be able to extract much more information than before.
確かに。
That's true.
つまり根源物質抽出装置がこっちのチートツールってこと？
I keep forgetting Senadina is actually smart. Sometimes. So when you said cheat code, you meant our source matter extractor?
あの犬は小弱や角おばさんの存在を多少は知ってるかもしれないけど、この手があるとは思いつかないんじゃない？
That dog may know about sanction and perception, but it can't know we have this card up our sleeves.
一理あるね。それに離島寺さんの影がついてる以上、アレルギーの問題もしばらくは無視できる。
Makes sense. And with the cover of Lita's shadow, we can ignore the allergen problem for a while.
わかった。じゃあ試してみるね。
Then let me try. Oh no. Oh, that does not look good. Oh, she's fine.
これは
What's this? A stone. Investigate the stone tablet. Oh, reading. That's Trace. Even though I've repeatedly emphasized the nature of the situation, perhaps it still doesn't understand what will happen next. Even at its core, it still approaches in shadows, and the fear it brings is enough to send shivers down one's spine. But at this moment, it's no different from the common field dog, except for its paranoia. So, you still refuse to see Litos for the last time? Perhaps that is his only wish. Come on, Litos was just putting on airs as usual. There's no way he'd just die like that. No one knows how many debts Litos has left unpaid better than me. And you won't even try to stop it? Like we've always done. It doesn't matter. If he wants to die, let him die. But don't think that by doing so, he can escape from my torment. If he thinks he can gain something by this sacrificial death, I won't let him have his way. Why are you laughing? I just remember some odd tales. Though I know little about it, there seems to be a condition in this world that makes people rely on their perpetrators. Know that two become one. It's interesting, but that's your business after all, and I won't interfere. What I want to do today is nothing more than fulfill my duty. Duanig, as an immortal creature of the shadows, perhaps you don't understand the weight of parting, but I must remind you again. After tomorrow, Litos will indeed die, and die as he wished. The achievements he will obtain will be enough to settle all old debts. Yes, Duanig, since I know where we are heading. After today, when this world splits in two, Litos will absorb all the fear he can contain within himself and die. The blood flowing within him at that moment will also turn into the pool water infused by the shadow of calamity, flowing through the lands of Langshu. Through this, we can establish it as the foundation of the 10 faces of misery, and imprison the shadows within, or take them for ourselves. This is also why he can erase the past, Duanig. Through the death that is about to take place, your master will assist me. I'm in making the world. What? What? Who was the other person talking?
師匠の手帳みたいだね。
Ah,
英単に埋め込まれてたなんて。
it seems to be my master's notes. I didn't know they were buried in the pool of shadows.
でもこれで説明の手間が省けた。100年前、老朽という世界がどう誕生したのか。多分答えが分かったんじゃない？
But this saves a lot of lengthy explanations. Now you should know how the world of Langshu was born a century ago. I see!
つまりこの計画通りに実行したの？
So, you did follow this plan?
そう。じゃないと、うちらはこうしてここに立ってることすらできない。
Yes, otherwise we wouldn't be standing here.
通りで一日中恐怖に襲われるって言ったんだ。
No wonder you said some people will get restless about this.
老朽に流れてる川は元をたどればどれもとある人物の殉死の血ってこと？
All the rivers flowing through Langshu come from the blood of sacrifice of one person? Lovely! Imagine living there.
そこまで絶対っていう話じゃないけど、
Not necessarily.
最初は確かにそうだった。
It was the case in the beginning, but...
数少ない一部の人を除いて
Metal.
ここにいる大半の人にとって英単は確かに帰る場所なんだ。
Except for a few people, the pool of shadows is where most of them will end up.
帰る場所？
Where they will end up?
そう。何しろ大崩壊を均衡状態にさせられるっていう視点から見れば、英単も完全な解決手段にはならない。
Yes, from the perspective of balancing the Great Eruption, the pool of shadows is not a cure after all.
最後を迎える人は自ら英単に入る。もしくは体と英単を何らかの方法でつなぐんだ。
It's kind of a Langshu tradition.
最後は跡形もなく消える。
In their dying moments, they enter the pool of shadows.
老朽の伝統と言ってもいいかもしれない。
They enter the pool of shadows on their own, or link their bodies to the pool of shadows in some form, and then disappear without a trace.
なるほど。つまり、命の果てに存在する死に対する恐怖が老朽を今まで存続させたのか。
I see. So people's fear of death allowed Langshu to continue to this day. Oh!
確かにそう理解することができる。
That's one way of putting it.
少し変わった方法だけど、あんたたちは確かに世界の法則を定めた。
The process is a bit strange, but at least there is some kind of rule set.
でも聞く限り、私たちは桜花でもリトストの行動の後を目にしてたはずだよね。
It seems that we've also seen the deeds of this Litost in Oxia. What?
あ、ヘリアはいなかったね。小弱を媒体にして、ある古代遺物を使って琥珀街に関する情報を探ってた時の話だよ。
Oh, you weren't there at the time. It was when we used a relic to explore things related to Amber Street through Sanctua.
待った待った。遺物じゃなくて文物だし、師匠はまだピンピンしてるから。
Stop saying that he's a relic. My master is still in good health, and he's not that old.
あ、ごめんなさい。
She apologizes.
接したことで、文物は老朽に関する情報を途切れ途切れに再現してくれたの。
Anyway, after contacting Sanctua, it can sporadically reproduce things related to Langshu.
そして、殉死の術であるリトストの名前も出てきたんだ。
And the name Litost, the Shoe of Sacrifice, appear often in those rare occurrences.
そんなことがあったの？
Really?
あ、見ちゃいけないものを見たりしてないよね。
Did you see anything that you shouldn't have seen? Mayhaps.
何のこと？時間と条件がかなり限られてたから、人工知能を借りて文字盤の情報をざっと読むことしかできなかったの。
What are you referring to? Time and resources were quite limited back then. I was just using an AI system to get a general understanding of the text.
何かまずいことでもあるの？なんなら後で親切姉さんに頼んで、それを NG ワードに加えてもいいけど。
If there are any keywords that I should avoid, maybe you can ask Senshue to add them to the system later.
そうなると、後でまた簡略版を教えないといけない羽目になるよね。
Does that mean I still have to tell you the condensed version of the sensitive content? Oh, she was asking to see whether she needed to explain or not. I see.
そんなに難しい顔をしないで。要するに、彼女も7術の一人で、琥珀街の住人。そのシステムによって、プライベートが再現される可能性があるってこと。
Stop looking so confused. She's one of the 7 shoes and a resident of Amber Street. So, she may also have her privacy reproduced by that system. Alright, back to the point at hand.
それで、七釘の効果だけど、本当は、リトストが自分の死で生み出したの。
The so-called 7 nails and their functions, were they actually created by Litos's death?
だいたいそんな感じかな。
That's pretty much correct.
七釘は本物の釘みたいに、老朽をどこかに縫い付けてるわけじゃない。術の力で英単と老朽をくっつけることで、大崩壊に対抗して海による侵食を防いでる。
They aren't like real nails that pin Langshu somewhere. Instead, using the power of the shoes, they nailed the entire pool of shadows above Langshu to counteract the great eruption and prevent the corruption of the sea.
大
Ah,
体って言ったのはちょっとした違いがあるから。
I think I get it.
たく、みんながはっきり見られる方法とかないかな？
As for the rest, perception, is there any way to make it easier for everyone to understand?
内容が明白ではないけれど、望み通りお見せしよう。
That's a big demand, but as you wish.
これは。
Ooh. Oh, that's actually so cool. So we have Oxia on the top. And here's the ruins of Langshu. And what's down here? Metal. What's this?
取るに足らないちょっとした機能だ。
Just some insignificant features. They don't look insignificant to me.
何を見せてるのかを聞いてるの。
Wait, let me take a screenshot of this. This is actually pretty cool. Alright. She wants to know what it's displaying.
わかった。安価4地方という地理用語はみんなも知っているはず。
You may have heard of the geographical term, the four quarters of Antares. No, I haven't. Is that a real thing? Is that a real thing? The four quarters of Antares. I don't think it is. Alright. Research done. I got nothing.
そのうちの2つ。老朽と桜花は見ての通り、この状態で存続している。
And the last two remaining quarters, Langshu and Oxia, currently exist in the state you see them.
全体的な構造ははっきりとしている。このように今の桜花、老朽、そして全てを飲み込もうとする海が上から下へと並んでいる。
The structure should be quite obvious. From top to bottom, there are the current Oxia, so here on top, Langshu, where you all are now, here, and the sea trying to engulf everything, down here. Huh.
現実の空間では世界の間に上下左右といった関係はないけれど、それぞれが置かれている状況はほぼこのような状態だ。
Although the physical world isn't categorized in positions like top or bottom, these places do exist in the same way.
置かれている状況?
By that you mean...
100年前、7人の術が成したのは極めて単純なこと。
The seven shoes did something simple a century ago.
7人は力を合わせ、世界の一角をちぎり取り、それを桜花と海の間に存在させた。つまり、今の老朽。
Ah. With the combined power of the seven, they tore off a corner of the world, placing it at the boundary between the current Oxia and the sea, which is now Langshu. So they basically created Langshu to be in between the sea and Oxia.
一人の死をもって世界中の影を死の淵に変える。そして大地を流れるそれが押し寄せる波を防ぐ。
With one person's death, they turn all the shadows in the world into a pool of death, allowing it to flow through the land and block the corruption of evil waves.
最後に七釘を叩き込むことで永遠の支流が溢れないように安定させる。これによって老朽は守られ、桜花は侵食を受けずに済んだ。
In the end, they set the seven nails, which stabilized the tributaries from this pool of shadows and prevented them from overflowing. This protected Langshu and Oxia from being invaded.
じゃあ、釘が全部抜かれたらどうなるの?
So, what if all the nails are pulled out?
答えは簡単だよ。桜花がすぐさま昔のように戻ることはないが。
In that case, Oxia might not return to its former state right away, but...
永遠が蓄えた力はたちまち老朽を引き裂くだろう。
The power accumulated in the pool of shadows could easily tear Langshu apart. Oh, that's no bueno.
でもあの犬にとって何のメリットもないじゃない。
Then
もし
what?
かして老朽に恨みがあるの?
Then what's in it for that dog? Does it hate Langshu that much?
そんなに大げさなものではない。影の造物である以上、ドニグルにとってデメリットは存在しない。
As a creation of shadow, Donnie won't suffer any harm from this.
もしそう簡単なことじゃなかったとしたら、
What if this isn't the whole story?
エイタンが世界の泡を縫い付けられるなら引きずることはできないの?
If the power of the pool of shadows can nail a bubble universe, then can it also be moved? Elaborate.
例えば
Move like
こんな風に。
this. Oh. Oh. Wants to put Langshu on top.
残念ながら
Unfortunately,
それは十分あり得る話だ。
the answer is yes. Oh.
待って、コラリー、それってもしかしてあいつがわざわざ桜花に行った理由だったりする？
So it wants to invert the city's places. Wait, Coralie, could this be why Donnie went to Oxia?
その際、ドニグルは自分の標的を残し、英単の力を借りて世界を丸ごと引きずろうとしてるってこと？
So Tunic took the chance to leave its own target point and is now getting ready to use the power of the pool of shadows to move the entire world?
少なくとも桜花と老朽は反転するかもしれない。
At
そうなれば何のメリットもないとは言えない。
least Oxia and Langshu's situation would not be completely reversed, making this whole thing not so harmful. Hey, Cyber saying hello, hello! Thank you for the follow!
つまりこの100年の間
Welcome, welcome.
2つの世界の境遇は不公平だったって感じたの？
So, Tunic thinks the respective experiences of the two worlds over the past century are unfair?
さてどうかな。
Who knows? This is
あ
just
く
a
まで
theory.
私個人の見解だから。
A game theory! I
で
mean,
もこっちには釘を元通りにする能力を持つ人がいるでしょ。
but one of us can restore the nails, right?
つまり釘を元通りにしていけばドニグルの目的は達成できない。そして持久戦に持ち込んで尻尾をつかむといいんじゃないかな。
Don't give me those tomatoes. Madpad is rapidly approaching your location. Now! Keep him away. So, you're saying that so long as we constantly restore the pull-out nails, Tunic can never achieve its goal, and during this process, we'll eventually catch it?
聞いたところ相当な肉体労働になりそうだね。
Sounds like simple manual labor.
おそらくそう簡単にはいかないだろう。
I'm afraid things aren't quite as simple as that.
もしかして。
You mean...
そういえば目の前にある釘はリトストのものじゃないよね。
the nail in front of us doesn't belong to Litost?
その通り。彼の釘はあの最初の柱だ。
No, it doesn't. His nail is the first one.
さっき見た影も彼の持つ罹患の術層。
But the shadow I saw used now was one of his 10 faces of misery, wasn't it?
わずかな手がかりを手に入れたみたいだ。
Congrats! You've got a lead.
事実上、このようなつながりだけではなく、
Grab
ド
perception
ニグ
and
ルが今まで
crush
残
her
して
against
きた
a
痕
wall.
跡を細かく分析すれば、英単特有の力を駆使していたことがわかる。
In fact, it's not just this kind of connection. If you look at the traces left by Duonig, it seems to be using some power that can only come from the pool of shadows.
それは他の7術とは関係なく、ただ単にリトストから得たものだ。
This has nothing to do with the other shoes.
根源も存在するかもしれない。
It only comes from Litost, or maybe the source.
それって厄介だね。影って言うならリトおじさんとドニグルは同一視しても問題ないし。
This is a problem. In terms of shadows, Litost and Duonig could be regarded as one.
英単の力を使うとなれば他の人よりもずっと簡単だよ。
They can wield the power of the pool of shadows much easier than others.
他にそれを証明できる手がかりはある？
Are there any other leads that can support this theory?
ない。
Not really.
でも、桜花の学者たちに聞いてみたらどうだろうか。何しろ、彼らは他の視点から事態の変化を観測しているはず。
Perhaps you could ask the scholars in Oxia? They can see changes from another perspective.
そうだね。親切姉さんに連絡しよう。
Okay, I'll contact Senshu. Are we going back or are we calling? Using the communicator on the anchor of the apocalypse, the group reported perception theory to Senshu.
うん。私もさっき夢を見てもらった観測デバイスで あなたたちが話し合ってた内容を把握した。
Convenient. Well, I just heard your discussion through the intelligent monitor on Kuruku.
研究所もその可能性について調査をして、標的になりそうなポイントを捜索する。それであなたたちの方だけど、老朽にいることも考慮して、そこからつながりを断ち切る方法がないか探してほしい。
The Institute will research this matter and check the potential target points. Meanwhile, you should adapt to the situation and find a way to cut off that connection in Langshu.
試す方法はあるが、おそらくそれは大博打になる。
There is something you can try, but it's probably a gamble.
大博打？
A gamble?
その通り。
I love
唯一
gambling.
の方法は
Yes, the only way is...
みんなにすぐ死んでもらうこと。
Ah,
それもなるべく早めに。
all of you must die right now. The sooner, the better. Lovely. Let's avoid that gamble. How about we do not do that
まただね。
again?
その面白くない冗談の意味をはっきり教えてほしい。
Please
なるべ
explain.
く早めに。
Please explain your dark joke. The sooner, the better.
今回は冗談ではない。何しろ、英単はある程度、ドニグルの一部になりつつある。
This time is not a joke. To some extent, the pool of shadows is gradually becoming a part of Duonig.
ドニグルはきっと7釘を抜き、英単を解放させることに集中しているはず。
Its attention is focused on pulling out the 7 nails and freeing the pool of shadows from its constraints.
なら、その尻尾をつかむために、英単に飛び込めば、両者を引き離す機会を見つけられる。
So, by jumping into the pool of shadows now, there's a good chance you'll find a way to separate the two. But won't we die if we do that?
大博打と言えるほどの話だとは思えないけど。
That doesn't sound like a gamble to me.
英単に飛び込んだ時の代償は？
What will happen after we jump into the pool of shadows?
死に際に立つものではない以上、老朽の伝統のように、本当の意味で命の終わりを迎えることはないはず。
Since you aren't actually dying, you won't reach the end of your lives like in the Langshu tradition.
しかし、それを同化する気がドニグルにないなら、十層にまとわりつかれ、生きていることを後悔するだろう。
That sounds like a technicality, yes. But if Duonig has no intention of trying to assimilate it, you'll have to endure being entangled with the 10 faces of misery, which is worse than death. Ah, lovely.
つまりドニグルが英単と同化した時だけ飛び込んでも自殺にならないよね。
In other words, jumping in isn't suicide if Duonig assimilates the pool of shadows, right?
ああ、その場合のみ、リトストの影はあなたたちに危害を加えない。そうすれば、身の安全は保証されるだろう。
I don't like this plan. Why are we still discussing this
それ
plan?
でも入るタイミングを見極めないといけない。
That's right. In this case, it'll be much safer because Litost's shadow has no intention of harming you. But you have to seize the right time to enter.
つまり水に飛び込むというよりもお腹の中に入ると言った方がぴったりかな。
You mean this is more like jumping into its belly?
ああ、ただ、異常に気づかれた場合、腹の中にいる以上、あなたたちに反抗手段はない。
Exactly. Once it notices anything wrong and decides to do something, you'll have no way to resist.
あなたの手助けがあっても？
Even with your help?
私の助けがあることも含めて計算した場合、
With my help,
勝率は 99% 以上になるだろう。
the chance of you winning will be over 99%.
そんなに簡単なものなの？
Isn't that pretty promising?
いや、私の助けを得られない確率は、
Ah,
もともと 50% もある。
not really. The chance of you getting my help is 50%.
おい、
Why are you like this?
少女くん、どう思う？
Sangshu, what do you think?
うちも何かうまいことを言いたいんだけど。
Well, I'd like to say a few things.
例えば、ここは一人くらい見張り役を置くべきだよ。見張りと言ったら、ちょうどうちが得意なんだ。
Thank you for the follow, Tiger. I think. Maybe. I don't know, those numbers are sus. Like, one person should be left to be on guard, and I happen to be quite good at it.
でも本当に推測通りだとしたら、さすがによそ者たちに 老朽のことを任せっきりにするわけにはいかないよね。
Jokes aside, if what you say is true, I can't just watch a few outsiders solve lanky struggles on their own.
世を渡り歩くには義を重んじないと。
Reputation matters in my line of work.
どうせタイミングさえ見定めれば、もう一人の術の協力が必要かどうかは別に重要じゃない。そうだよね、カク。
So long as we have the right timing, it doesn't really matter if we have another shoe helping us. Right, Perception?
確かにその通りだ。
Right.
でもやっぱり腑に落ちないことがあるんだ。
But I still don't understand.
何のためにここまでしてるんだろう。
I still don't understand what Donald is really after.
師匠を起こしたりしたら絶対ひどい目に遭うのに。
Things won't end well if we wake up my master.
師匠
Her master?
ドニグルの状況はともかく、その
Why not? What if we just wake him up and he's like, wakey, wakey? We'll have trouble. Dwelling aside, how do we seize this opportunity? It can't be purely based on luck, I assume.
もちろん今みたいなことになるとは予想してなかったけど、方法ならとっくに準備してある。
Of course not. Although we didn't expect to reach this point, we did prepare in
琥
advance.
珀街にいた頃、商売だけをしてたわけじゃないし。
Don't forget our trip to
それを
Amber Street
忘
earlier.
れてもらったら困るよ。
Oh, all the stuff you got from that one dude?
あの花火のこと。
You mean the fireworks?
ごもっとも。他の釘の場所はうちがちゃんと把握してる。
Right, and I know exactly where the other nails are.
花火さえ見られたら。
We just need to wait and see where the fireworks crack.
そうそう。
Ah.
ここの釘をもう一度封じておこう。何もしないよりは多分マシだから。花火の方なら多分もうすぐ見られると思うよ。
Oh yeah, we should go seal the nails on this side first. It won't be long before we get to see the fireworks. Alright then. So we're waiting for fireworks.
次はどんな冒険が待ってるのかな。
But first, puzzle. Alright, that goes there. This goes there, maybe? Okay, no, I think this goes there. I can't... Wait, I can't rotate this. Oh, I see it, I see it. There we go. There we go, I said. I'm so smart. Alright. Get the chest open. And we keep going. Got a teleport stake. Recharge my thing. Oh, there's something here. Another chest. We don't jump there. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, it's one of those things. Oh, there it is. Let me grab this and I put it here. And what will it get me? Ah, alright. There's a chest there, I see.
こんなに早く来るなんて。
うちの封印のおかげなのかな。だからすぐに影が集まってくるんだよね。こっちに。
Oh, alright. We're done. I thought there would be more of them. chest.
宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
Oh, where does that take me?
みんなついてきて。
I want to explore, but I shouldn't. Too late, I'm exploring. Oh, can I make the jump there? Oh, I can.
宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
Alright, that was worth.
いくよ。
Alright, perfect. No time was lost at all.
こっちだよ。はぐれないでね。
Now! That takes 3, why? Okay, since I have a second of tranquility here, let's see my thingies. I got rewards! Woo! You love to see it. We love rewards. Exploration progress. Trailblazing journey.
こう見えてもちゃんと警戒して
So
る
what
ん
do
だ
I
よ。
have here? Oh yeah, I got achievements. Oh, use wick to break the fortune matter. Huh.
次はどんな
Excellent.
冒険が待ってるのかな。いくよ。
Oh.
よいしょ。こっちだよ。はぐれないでね。 みんな
Woohoo!
この音は
We got some fireworks also.
前方の敵は
Oh, what happened here?
あの辺り。間違いない。釘の近くだよ。
It's close to the nail.
早く行こう。こっちこっち。
Alright, perfect. But wait, let me explore. Alright, I guess we're not exploring.
出発。
Alright, let's go! Nyum! Now!
張り切って出発。
Oh, the explosions don't hurt me. That's good to know. Where is this?
ここかな。
Is it here?
さっき言い出した時はてっきり。
When you mentioned it earlier, I thought
もちろんやっぱり支流の方が安全だからね。
it's safer to enter from a tributary.
前に英単を見たけど本当にそこから飛び降りたら
If we already enter from that pool of shadows we saw before,
タクが言ってたように溺れ死にはしなくても罹患の10層のうちのいくつかに出くわすだろうね。
as Perception said, even if we don't drown, we'll inevitably be contaminated by the 10 phases of misery.
ここは一人くらい見張り役を置くべきだと思う。見張りと言ったらちょうど夢追い人が得意だよ。
In times like this, you should leave someone to be on guard. I think Kuruku is better at that. Or she doesn't want me to jump. Or she wants to tell me something.
夢追い人のお姉さん、うちの言葉をパクってない？
They want to railroad you so hard, they should call this a star rail. Damn! Did you just repeat what I said?
わざとだよ。
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
将を陰と欲すればまず馬をいよと提案したのは確かに私だけど、夢追い人に何かあったらみんなも老朽から生きて出られるとは思わないでね。
Although catching the leader first was my idea, if Kuruko has any mishaps, none of you will leave Langshu alive.
親切姉さんにこんな恐ろしい顔があったなんて。
Why do you say it so happily? Well, Shenshu, I didn't know you could be so frightening.
でも安心して。私がいる限り、夢追い人は絶対に大丈夫。
But don't worry, so long as I'm here, Kuruko will be fine. That's my game-assigned girlfriend, thank you.
説得力はゼロだけど。
That doesn't sound convincing at all.
それについては道具である私がこう言うのもなんだが。
Well, as a tool, what I'm about to say may be a bit arbitrary.
英単に入る心の準備が整っていないなら、他の方法を用意できる。
But if you're psychologically opposed to entering the pool of shadows, I have another solution.
どんな方法？言ってみて。
What kind of solution? Tell us.
以前コラリーにも与えたことがある。
I gave this to Miss Coralie once.
通常ならば10日交換をした時にだけ行えるが、このような緊急事態には臨機応変が必要。
In normal times, I can only do this with an equivalent exchange. But since this is an emergency,
私に与えたことがある。
you gave it to me once?
待って。
Wait.
それでは
What is she
あなた
doing?
たちの望み通り。
Excuse me? Betrayal? Question mark? What's that supposed to be? What in my video game? Was that supposed to be like when you're teaching someone to ride a bike and you just let them go suddenly without telling them? Is it supposed to be something like that? Gasps in Spanish.
Meanwhile, the silent ground of death welcomed its first trace of vitality after a century. This pool was born from ritualistic sacrifice and continued to exist due to numerous deaths. Right now, the ones in search might not just be a few outsiders. In this unknown corner of the world, a death that was long destined to happen replayed countless times. And the beast that steered the fate of Langshu with its own strength was, and still is, a seeker in the death it voluntarily avoided a century ago.
リトスト、お前がそんなことをする必要はない。
Litost, you don't have to do this.
今日が過ぎれば、お前は本当の意味で
After today,
望みを叶えられる。
you'll truly get what you want. Wait, so did he not get to die and the dog is doing all this so he can actually die? Is this love and hope? Yeah, I think so. Love and hope in space.
まさか。
Could it be...
みんな大丈夫？
Is everyone alright?
これじゃあ自ら飛び降りることとほぼ変わりないじゃない。
How is this different from diving down directly?
でもどうして琥珀街なの？
And why Amber Street? How goes the going on? It's going. Love and hope I say as I load my shotgun. Hey Koji. We love going. Wait, what? Oh.
間違いない。直接来たことがあるわけじゃないけど。
This is my first time inside, but just look at this place.
五王時刻、三匹七石、全部揃ってる。
All these stars, they include all the ominous signs.
こうも縁起が悪いところは影しかない場所だろうね。
Only a place filled with shadows could be this inauspicious.
桜花の電波はやっぱり繋がってない。
The signal from Oxia. No, I can't reach the
当
outside.
然だよ。何しろここは普通の空間とは違って、週末のアンカーとのつながりはそう強くない。
It's natural because this isn't an ordinary space. and is not tightly linked with the anchor of the apocalypse.
どうやらうちもちょっとぐらい本気を出さないといけないみたいだね。
Looks like I have to use some of my math skills. Finally?
普段は怠けてばっかりだけど、名前だけってわけじゃないよ。
I may be lazy sometimes, but I'm not all talk.
それについてはノーコメント。
I won't give my opinion on that for now.
それで前に計画してたようにどこから探し始めようか。
So, where should we start looking then?
見たところどこも同じように見えるけど。
It looks like everywhere here is the same.
確かにそうだね。小弱、あんたやカクは今の状態であの犬の行方を追跡できる？
Sangsha, can your perception find that dog's trail?
私たちが老朽にいる限り、その望みには簡単に対応できる。
It should be quite easy, so long as we're still in Langshu.
でも出発する前にいくつか覚えておいてほしいことがある。
Before we set off, there are a few things to remember.
さっきの琥珀貝を見たよね。100年の間、英単には数えきれないほどの沈んだ。じゃなくて。
Did you see Amber Street just now?
でもない。
For over a century, this pool of shadows has been buried. No, why is she so nervous?
冥福をお祈りします。どうか安らかにお眠
I wasn't trying to be offensive, sorry.
りを。要するに、英単には数えきれないほどの人が住み着いてる。
Ah.
影が錯綜してるから、どんな異象が起こってもおかしくない。
Countless people have resided in this pool of shadows, so anything could happen.
追いかける途中で、どんな騒ぎを耳にしても、
No
決
matter-
して近寄らないで。
No matter what sounds you hear, ignore them. Are you saying we might see dead people?
誰かに肩を叩かれても、絶対に振り返っちゃダメ。
Even if you feel someone tapping on your shoulder, don't turn around.
それと、しっかりついてきて。うちのそばから3歩離れた場所には行かないこと。
Also stay close. Never go more than 3 steps away from me.
もしかしてお化けが出てきたりするの？
Is this place haunted? I can't believe the title I put on the stream actually fits. Mars is haunted, guys!
正解。老朽にとって英単は墓地そのものだから。
It sure is. The Pool of Shadows is basically a graveyard for Langshu.
言い方を変えるとメイド。とにかく影の特徴から見ると本物のあやかしや怪異とほぼ変わりないんだ。
Or the underworld? Either way, the shadows are almost like monsters and demons.
今日は本当に変わった一日だな。
What a strange day.
振り返ってみると、寝て夢を見て超能力を操る者、宇宙人、異世界の住人。
She's so calm. Why is she so
未
calm?
来人とかが出てきたらフルコースになるんだけど。
Not surprising that's why Doom takes place there. True. I was asleep, had a dream, and then encountered people with superpowers, aliens, and people from another world. Maybe meeting a time traveler will make this day complete. How is she so calm about this? Let me take a screenshot. Now I'm gonna wait the time traveler to arrive. It has to happen.
その上、今は犬を追いかける。
Full on Haruhi,
もう一つの
yeah,
世界
true.
にあるメイドにまで飛び込んだ。緊張感は欠けてるけど、それ以外は何もかも揃ってる。
And now we've jumped into another world's underworld to chase a dog. It seems like all the elements are complete, but I'm not feeling that nervous. Yeah, I can see that.
言われてみると確かにそうだね。
No, you say it. That's quite accurate.
ああ、老朽は危機に直面してるけど。
Just a regular Tuesday, you know. You had a weird ass dream, wake up, meet aliens, get transported to another world. Who hasn't that happened to? Yeah, for Langshu, this is a matter of life and death.
緊張感に欠けてる。
Tuesday, ain't it?
その最大の原因は、そばにいる先住民のせいじゃない。
Not feeling nervous. Isn't that because of the native next to us?
世界の参謀の危機が迫ってるの
Just
だ。
a regular
急
Tuesday.
いで昼寝しないと。
Just another day at the office. Since this is a matter of life and death of the world, let's take a nap first.
なぜか似たようなオーラを彼女から感じる。
I don't know why, but I always feel like it's something that she will say.
うちが？いや
Me? I don't think so.
でも素直に言うと、老朽は自分の家みたいなものだし、家にいるのにビクビク怯えることなんてないよね。
Langshu is my home. Why will anyone be anxious at home?
とある犬が家をひっくり返そうとしてても。
Even if a dog was about to demolish your house.
それは大したことじゃないよ。
Well, that's not a big deal. The people here are weird.
相手はあのドニグルのことなんだ。それくらい驚天動地なことをしでかさないと逆に違和感がある。
It would be strange if Donek didn't do anything earth-shattering.
万が一、あ、やっぱりやめとく。どうせ今言わなきゃいけないことじゃないし。師匠であれ貯蔵品であれ、そうやすやすと持ってこられるものじゃないから。
If it really comes to that, well, let's talk about it later. Whether it's by master or something else, neither can be easily taken away.
というより、夢追い人の体調の方が重要じゃない？
And perhaps Kuruku's safety is more important?
何かあったら、お姉さんにズタズタにされそうだからね。
Senshu will skin us alive if anything happened to you.
親切姉さんはそんなに怖い人じゃないよ。それに
Senshu isn't that scary. I want every one of you guys to know that Senshu, the lady that she's saying that she's not that scary. I'm doing the side event now, you know, the mini event. There's a mini event, a cafe mini event. That lady has a key to her house for some reason and did not tell us. Or the character, the private character, one day goes to sleep and then wakes up there and like she's just like over them looking and being like, "Hey, good morning." And she's like, "How did you get in? Like through the door?" That's why I ask you if you change the locks or not. How did you get a key? And she was like, "Oh, that's just let's not think about trivial matters." And I was like, "What, lady?" Nice of her to keep watch. How neighborly. Imagine your teacher just walks into your home and watches you sleep. Totally normal behavior.
あなたやカクがそばにいるからみんなもずっと安心できるんじゃない？
I think having you and Perception by your side makes everyone feel at ease. She just watched Twilight and thought it was cool. Thank you for the compliment.
それで今すぐ出発する？さっき言ったことはちゃんと覚えてて。
So, should we set off now? And please do keep the things I mentioned earlier in mind. She's so scared. She's absolutely terrified.
もしかして暗いのが苦手？
Are you afraid of the dark?
苦手？暗いところが？何の冗談を。
She's terrified. Me? That's funny. Relatable though, yeah.
ちょっとだけ、ほんのちょっとだけだから。
Just a little.
だからさっきも言ったじゃないか。ちゃんとついてきてって。
Didn't I tell you all to stick close to me?
それが一番の理由だったんだ。
So that's why.
チャック。
Wow, the flashbang.
でもここは随分と荒れ果ててるね。変な現象がたくさん起こるって言ってたけど。
Okay, now you guys will have to read.
ドニグルでも英単を簡単に掌握できないことを裏付けている。
Look at all
碗に
those
樽一
dogs.
杯の水を入れるように、いくらもったいなくても、まずは大半の水を捨てないといけない。もちろん、それも一時的なこと。ドニグルが掌握した部分に近づけば近づくほど、目の前のような事態が頻繁に発生する。
Okay, now we fight. Ah, fuck!
すり切ったよ。
This is what?
老朽に来た直後に見たものと同じ過去の出来事。
Oh. Yeah, that gift pretty much summarizes what just happened.
俺がどういった存在かお前は知っているはずだ。
You should know what kind of being I am.
心に潜む恐怖。
Oh, he doesn't sound so good.
本
Yes. The deep-seated
そ
fear
れ以外
within.
のものを私は持ち合わせていない。
I have nothing else.
ならわかるだろう。俺がその気になればお前を逃がしてやることなどお安い御用だ。
Then you should also know that I can easily set you free.
ああ。だが私はその気になってほしいと思っていない。
Yes, but I don't want you to.
はあ、わかったぞ。信じがたいことだが、お前は確かに生身の人間。
Well, I understand now. Although it was unbelievable, you were just a mortal.
そしてこの地で、人の身では到底できないような未曾有のことを成し遂げた。
Yet, you accomplished things far beyond the capabilities of any mortal.
しかしその全てが終わって、
And
お前の
after
最
all
初の
this,
望みが、
your fierce request is...
ああ、今すぐ死なせてくれ。私は何の抵抗もしない。
I'm sorry, I just... The dog looks so fluffy. Yes, kill me, please. I won't resist in any way. After accumulating for a century, the pool of shadows has become corrupted by too much will. Perhaps for the residents of Lancashire, the sin before them was why they chose to end their lives. Meaningless or not, through that girl, they knew that when their shadows completely vanished, their will and memories will remain as ripples on the dark pool forever. And because of this, everything that happened in this prison room spanned a century and reappeared. Naturally, its confusion was also left here.
困惑するのも理解できるが、本能に逆らう必要などない。さっさとやってくれないか。
I understand your confusion. There's no need to go against your natural instincts. Please just do it.
私が脅威である以上、早急に抹消するべきだろう。
I'm a threat, so I should probably be eliminated as soon as possible.
脅威。
A threat.
お前も言ったはずだ。私は未曾有のことを成し遂げたと。
You said it yourself. I've done unthinkable things.
実際、私は恐怖など全く感じていない。故に、それによってお前が生まれるはずはない。
In fact, I had no fear, because you couldn't have been born from that.
お前と会うために、私は恋に恐怖を感じた。
To see you, I intentionally made myself feel fear. When facing an ordinary person, the man might be considered delusional. At that time, the ability to freely control one's fear and gain strength from the shadows was still an unclear concept. But this man undoubtedly achieved it.
困難ではあるが、何の意味もない小細工だ。
It's an extremely difficult and utterly useless trick.
世を荒らす災いに頼り、私はここにいる化け物を生み出した。
As the calamity ravaged the world, I gave birth to a monster that coexisted with me in this space.
知能はないものの、それの唯一の本能は目の前にあるすべてを引き裂くこと。
They said they had no intelligence, and their only instinct was to destroy everything they saw.
極めて危険にして意味を持たない。それでも死を売るにふさわしい。
Extremely dangerous, utterly meaningless, but it's quite suitable for me to meet my end.
今見てみれば、無理やり生み出した恐怖も所詮はこの程度。
Although it seems that the fear I forced upon myself isn't too great.
私が思っていたものよりはるかに小さい。
You are much weaker than I imagined.
しかし、他人の首を噛みちぎるのは
Even so, something like biting someone's throat
決して難しいことではない。
shouldn't be difficult for you.
なぜだ
Why is that? Freak, it repeated in its mind.
私の置かれている状況は見ればわかる。
My situation is obvious.
不本意ではあったが、かつて私は大罪を犯した。
Although it was unintentional, I still committed a mortal sin.
だからこそ、牢に身を放り投げ、
For that,
償おうとしたのだ。
I threw myself in prison to atone for my sins.
しかし、自分でもわかる。
But this price is still not
この
enough.
対象ではまだ過去の行いは
Only my life
命で
can make up for
償うしか
what
な
I
い。
did.
だから来い。お前の本能と
So come
こ
on,
の世に存在す
follow
る
your
意義に
instincts.
従ってくれ。
This is the reason you exist. So he created the dog to kill him. I see.
お前は死を全く恐れていない。
You truly have
それ
no
に
fear of
ついては
death.
理解した。強いて言えば望んでいるのだ。
Or rather, you can't wait to die.
ああ、厄介なもんだな。
That's annoying.
本能に従ったとしても殺す方が価値がない。
Following my instincts and killing you will be meaningless,
死が恐怖ではないのだ。
since death isn't what you fear.
俺の半身、お前の名を教えろ。
Tell me your name, my unfamiliar other half.
そうすればわかる。
Let me know in
こ
the
れか
long
ら
time to
続く
come
長い時の中で、俺が痛めつける対象
who
は
exactly will I
誰
torture.
なのかを。
Damn! Okay, I think I'm starting to see the picture here.
あのワンちゃん生まれたばかりの頃は結構可愛かったのに。
Thank you for the eye
で
trade.
も口調がちょっと乱暴だね。
And thank you for the stretch. But yeah, so it seems like, you know, this whole thing about like, oh yeah, Litos did that and this and blah blah blah, and like he wanted to be forgotten. It's not exactly like that. It seems like he did something and he gave birth to the dog because he wanted to die. But the dog was like, no, I mean, you know, there's no point in killing you because you're not afraid of death. So I'm gonna torture you in some other way. That dog was cute when I was born. It sounds a bit fierce now though, doesn't it?
口調だけの話じゃない。誰が何と言おうと、あれは罹患の術草だからね。どれも極めて危険な存在だ。
It's not just that, it's one of the 10 phases of misery, so it's extremely
で
dangerous.
も小弱、確か術って罹患の術草に対抗する手段だよね。
But Sanksha, if I remember correctly, the shoes should be able to fight against the 10 phases of misery, right?
となると、もしかして今見たのはリトストが殉死の術になった瞬間？
In that case, did we just witness Litos being torn into the shoe of sacrifice?
間違ってはないと思うよ。
I guess so.
じゃあ術になった方法って死を恐れないこと？
So for him to become a shoe is to be unafraid of death?
さっきの光景から察するにドニグルに関心を抱かせたことで影を操る力を手に入れたの？
From the scene we just witnessed, did he gain the power to manipulate shadows because Donig became interested in him?
逆だよバカ。
It's the other way around, silly.
術になったのはドニグルに興味を抱かせたからじゃなく、ドニグルが誕生した前だよ。そうじゃなきゃ恋に恐怖を感じたや思っていたものよりはるかに小さいって話が不自然になる。
He became a shoe before Donig was born. Otherwise, him intentionally making himself feel fear and being much weaker than he imagined will be weird.
誕生した前？
Before?
私もロジック的にはすごくおかしいと思うけど、
I also struggle to understand it all.
よく考えてみれば、回収も桜花の歴史上に記録された災いもあるルールに従ってる。
But thinking about it carefully, whether it's the fear gathering or the disaster recorded in Noxia's history, they have some things in common.
それはさっきの男にとっても同じはず。
The same goes for the man we just saw.
恐怖が影を生み、そして影が万物となる。
Shadows spawn from fears, and shadows give birth to everything?
そう。
You're right.
死を恐れない人はどの世界においてもそう珍しくはない。
People who aren't afraid of death shouldn't be that rare in any world.
多分彼が本当に成し遂げたのは死を恐れない状態で死への恐怖を強制的に抱えたこと。
I think what he truly did was force himself to be afraid of death while not fearing death.
知ってたかどうかはわからないけど、彼は影のルールを利用した。
So, intentionally or not, he utilized the rules of
ポ
shadows.
ラリー、それって矛盾してない？
Isn't that a bit contradictory?
矛盾して当然だよ。
Yes, it is.
だからこそ術に慣れたのはたった数人だけだった。
That's why there are only a few shoes.
自分の恐怖を手なずけた。そうでしょ？消滅するだけじゃなくて自在に操らないといけない。
To tame their own fears, is that what it means? Not just eliminate it, but also control it skillfully?
それって難しすぎるよ。怖がらないだけなら私にもできるかもしれないけど。
That's too difficult. If it was just a case of not being afraid, then maybe I could compete.
術が一人いたら
If there was a...
じゃなくて、目覚めた術がもう一人ぐらいいたらドニグルが起こした騒ぎなんて大した問題にならないんだけどね。
No. One more awakened shoe. The chaos caused by Duanig wouldn't be worth mentioning. So we keep going. More memories.
17件
Only
あと
17
17
remain.
件しか残っていない。
17
ド
what?
ニグル、まだ私を理解することにこだわっているのか。
ちょっと待って、この言葉。
そんなことに意味はない。お前は犬でしかない。忘却の風はすべてを撫で、果てしない空だけを残す。ここで意味を作った者もいれば、意味を排除する者もいる。私はバランスを求めているだけだ。もしあらゆる星がなくなっ
If
た
all the
とした
stars
ら、
plummet, I will learn to observe an empty sky and feel the solemnity of its crushing darkness.
暗黒を崇高なものとして感じるようになるだろう。
虫のいいことを考
I see.
えやがって。
Nice try.
リトスト、お前を理解するつもりはない。
I'm not trying to understand you.
バランス。確かにお前はずっと何もしてこなかったよな。
Balance. Haven't you just been doing nothing this whole time?
そのことについては、お前に聞かないといけないだろう。
I'd say the same to you.
ドニグル。今までお前は確かに最善を尽くしてきた。そのおかげで、私は殉死の名に恥じぬように働けた。
Duanig, you've tried your best to prevent me from dishonoring the name of sacrifice over the years.
だが、好き勝手をしてくれたおかげで、この世での痕跡が延々と絶えず残ってしまった。
But you've also acted so willfully that it's impossible for me to leave no traces in this world.
つまり、お前はわざと私の望みの邪魔をしている。
In other words, you're doing it on purpose so that I never get what I want.
知り合った時にはっきり言ってただろう。
Didn't I make that clear when we first met?
痛めつけると。
Torture.
なら別に構わない。
Well, it doesn't matter anymore.
確かに私を理解する必要はない。
Yeah, you don't need to understand me.
おそらく100万年もの時を経ても この橋が築かれることはな
A
い。
million years may not be enough to build this bridge,
私は願う。
but I'm willing to transport tirelessly for
数
decades.
十こうも長く、こうも久しく続く人生を
I cannot gaze at the wonders on the other side with
向
emptiness,
こうの景色を眺め
living
て
such
過
a
ごす
long,
わけには
long life.
おいおい、ほどほどにしてくれ。
Stop it. You weren't this annoying before.
前はこんなに煩わしくなかったのに。
前はあんなに凶暴だったのに、なんだか仲が悪いようには見えないよね。
You spoke so harshly, but the relationship seemed pretty good. Yeah, it's weird.
なるほど。つまりリトストの殉死は罹患の術草に対抗するためのものじゃなかった。術になってもその考えに変わりはなかったんだね。
Lito's sacrifice wasn't used to counter the 10 faces of misery on purpose, but he never changed his mind, even after becoming a shoe.
そして永遠に望みを叶えさせないようにドニグルは影の力で手伝って相手を永遠に生きながらえさせた。
And to ensure Litos never gets what he wants, Donig uses the power of shadows to help him live forever?
あなたたちの研究所の文物にも似たような記録があったよね。
Is there also a record of something similar in the relic from your research institute?
この人はあることを一件ずつこなし続けてる。それは贖罪のようで復讐のようにも見える。
A man does something over and over, seemingly atoning for his sins, yet also seeking revenge.
あの時はまだ彼の正体がわからなかったけど、今は。
Yes, it was hard to confirm who he was at that time, but now...
そうだね。リトストって本当に変わってる。
Yeah, this Litos is very eccentric.
いやいや、今まで見てきたのはほんの一部だから。
Well, you don't know the half of it.
リトおじさんが望んでたのは死じゃなくて、跡形もなく消え去ること。それってすごく面倒なんだよ。
Litos doesn't want to die and be done with it, but to die with no traces of him left behind, which is very difficult.
前にも言ってたよね。自分が残した痕跡をすべて消し去るのが癖だったって。
I remember you mentioning that he's used to erasing all traces he leaves behind.
その通り。生きることも死ぬこともどっちも簡単だ。
Exactly. Living and dying may be
リト
easy.
おじさんがこんなに手間暇をかけて得ようとしたもの。
But that's not the case for Litos' wish.
フーム。それはたやすく手に入るものじゃない。
He wants it to be like nothing happened.
じゃあ彼のやり方に従えば。
Seriously? So that means...
例えば肉まん3つ、ケーキ4つ。
Why food? If I eat 3 buns, 4 pieces of cake, 5...
とにかくいっぱい食べた後にその痕跡を消すためにはこっそりやるだけじゃなくて。
Anyway, after eating, if I want to erase all traces, it's not enough to just sneak around.
それの影響をすべてなくして、ある意味で起こらなかったことにするの？
Thank you for the posture check. I also need to erase all the consequences that come with it and make it look like the thing never happened.
その通り。リトおじさんがどうやったのかはわからないけど、少なくとも食べた小麦を植え直す必要があると思う。
That's it. Wouldn't I have to regrow the grains I ate? I don't know how Litos did it, but
それじゃ永久期間を発明することとほぼ同じだ。
it's almost like inventing a perpetual motion machine.
それで彼の本当の目的は生まれてこなかったかのように死ぬこと。
So his real goal is to die as if he had never been born?
ああ。
Bingo.
でも、無駄
Huh.
な努力にしか聞こえないよ。
Interesting wish? Question mark?
失敗しようと意味がない。
It sounds like a hopeless effort, to be honest. Whether he succeeds or not is destined to be utterly meaningless.
だからあの二人の関係は誰もが信じられないほどおかしかったって言ったわけ。
That's why I said the relationship is so weird that no one will understand.
これまでドニグルはリトおじさんの言うことを素直に聞いてた。それと同時に何とかしてリトおじさんとのつながりを減らさないようにしてきた。
Throughout the journey, Donig listened to Litos and went to great lengths to ensure Litos' karma remained basically unchanged.
東が一つ消えれば西に一つ増えるみたいにね。
Less here, more there.
それが痛めつけるということ？ずっと相手の思い通りにさせなかったの？
Is this what it meant by torture? to prevent him from ever achieving his goal?
でも何事にも始まりがあるよね。
But everything has to start from somewhere, right?
術になる前にそんな変わった考えを抱いてたなら、彼が犯した大罪って一体。
Before becoming a Shu and having this bizarre idea, what mortal sin did Litos commit?
それについてはうちもわからない。
I can't tell,
多分誰も答えられないと思う。
and I guess no one can.
それに今解決しようとしてる問題とは何の関係もない。
And it probably has nothing to do with the problem we're currently trying to solve. Are you sure about that?
あ、そうだ。今まで辿ってきた順番を見る限り、もしかし
Then
た
the
ら
next
次は
is what? Oh?
やっぱり
Well,
ここはもしかして。
this could it be
リトおじさんの願いが本当に叶った時のこと。
the moment when Uncle Litos achieved his goal?
リトおじさんは言ってた。あれは永遠の別れじゃない。
Uncle Litos
自分にとって
explicitly mentioned
それは喜ばしいことなんだって。
it was actually a good thing for him.
彼は本当に自分の望みを叶えたの？
Did he really achieve his goal?
今でもうちはリトおじさんのことを覚えてる。だから多分そうじゃないと思うよ。
Since we still remember Uncle Litos today, the answer is probably no. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
でも
I think for the
大
stretch.
罪が何なのかについては確かに誰も知らないんだ。
As for that so-called mortal sin, no one knows what it was.
自分が英単を作り出せば当時の出来事は消えてなくなるって彼もよく言ってた。
He used to say that if he could truly create the pool of shadows, the incident from the past could be offset.
それもその方法しかないんだって。
And that was the only way to do it.
どんな罪なのか
I can vaguely guess what it
つかめ
was.
た気がする。
君も知っているはずだ。
But you must
これ
know,
は本当の意味で
Homst.
取り返しがつかない。
But you must know that this is truly irredeemable.
師匠
Master? Another flashbang! God damn it! Why does he keep doing this? Oh! Oh? New character? Due to the damage there, the man's face wasn't clear.
なるほど。私のかすかな市場ではお前の目を欺けなかったのだな。
My significant selfishness couldn't escape your eyes.
それもそうだ。
Well,
お前が
I
知ら
guess
な
no
いことなど
secrets could escape your knowledge.
この世には到底存在しないだろう。なら
Are you here to blame me?
罪を咎めに来たのか。
友よ、君に何の罪があるんだ。
What can I blame you for, my friend?
私たちが作り上げたこの天地にとっては、これから君の手によって生まれ、至るところへと流れる英単は、唯一にして
I don't like how
確
this
実に安定させてくれる手段に過ぎない。
I don't like how this guy speaks. The pool of shadows that will flow through the entire land thanks to you is the only way to stabilize the world we created.
今後立ち向かうものが何であろうと、今日君が死ぬことでのみ、それが来るまで持ちこたえられる機会を得られる。
No matter what happens in the future, we'll only stand a chance if you die today.
それに初めから術はそういった存在だ。超然とした手段を持って罹患の術層のさらなる上へと立ち、
Shoes have been like this from the very beginning.
災いを鎮める。
Why don't they show his face? Shoes have been like this from the very beginning, mastering some extraordinary means to stand above the 10 phases of misery, exorcise evil, and avert disasters for the world.
純子の術である以上、君が生きる意志を再び蘇らせたら、
And as the shoe of sacrifice, once the will to survive is awakened in you,
必ず自分の特異性を失い、平凡に戻ってしまう。
You will inevitably lose what makes you unique and return to being ordinary.
特異性と言えるほどのものではない。
Nothing is surprising about that.
術という名を得られないだけで、人は自身の童貞に成虫を加えずに済むのだろうか。
Not being recognized as a shoe doesn't mean people won't be constrained by their own paths.
まあ、お前の言う通り、生きようとすれば、生きる意味を失ってしまう。
But you're right. Once I want to live, I ironically lose the meaning of life.
自分のことをそこまで下に見る必要はない。
There's no need to belittle yourself like that.
素直に言えば、君の求める空無は、私から見たらほぼ不可能だ。
The nothingness you pursue seems nearly impossible to me anyway.
今でも君は、障害をすべて排除したと考えているのだろう。
You think you've cleared everything even at this moment.
これから迎える死によって、
But the death you're about to experience will tear apart much of what exists.
そんな人生を送ってきたのだ。到底忘れられることはない。
With a life like that, you're destined to be remembered.
それでも、今この時、私にできるのは、こうして別れを告げることだけだ。
But right now,
他に望みはない。
I can do nothing but bid farewell.
君にとって死を許されることは、生きることを強いられるよりは優しく、
At least for you,
親しみがあるのだろう。
letting you die might be more merciful than forcing you to live, and more intimate.
はじめは、ドニグルだけが理解してくれると思っていた。
I thought only Duane could understand it.
だが、あの時、お前が口にしたことを、
But
私は忘れていない。
I haven't forgotten what you said back then.
邪を払い、災いを鎮めるだけでは、根本的な部分に触れることはできない。
Exorcising evil and averting disasters cannot reach the root.
術に込められた意味、
For you and me,
人々が
the
考え
meaning
て
of
い
the
る
shoe
もの
is
と
very
大きく
different
かけ
from
離
what
れて
people think.
お前や私たちが今まで生きてきたのは、
You and I merely survive
必ず一切を滅ぼす存在を待つため。
to wait for something that will inevitably destroy everything.
そしてその暁には、7つの手段によってかすかな光を奴の手から奪えるかどうかを知ることになる。
And then find out whether the seven means can snatch a glimmer of hope from it.
私が思うに、お前はもともと
What's up, Reggie?
私が市場で死ぬことを許容するはずがなかった。
In my opinion, you shouldn't tolerate my death wish.
そうかもしれない。
Perhaps.
君も私もしでかしたことなど数えきれないほどある。それを補えるのなら人々は代償を惜しまない。
You and I, there are countless things we've messed up. If they can be remedied, people will spare no effort to do so.
しかし琥珀街で起きた騒動がそうであったように。
However, no, do not lie on the keyboard, no.
術の中でも君は唯一の新たな道を見出せる存在だ。
You and I, there are countless things we've messed up.
私はずっと
If they can be remedied, people will spare no effort to do so. However, just like your actions during the panic on Amber Street, even among the shoes, you're the only one who can always find a way.
だからこそ君の死の市場を含んでいる部分や私を測った部分も。
That's precisely why I don't think the parts that seem to be seeking personal gain or plotting against me in your death
ただそれだけではないのだろうと。
will stop here. Wait, let me read that. Ah.
やはり気づいていたのか。
You got me.
そうだな。英単となり続けているのは確かに君の亡骸で間違いない。
Yes, your remains are gradually transforming into the pool of shadows.
しかしそれは 源のない水ではない。
But it's not a stream without a source.
君はそれの根源をドニグルに与えた。
You granted Duonig the source.
だからこそドニグルは君と共に死ぬことはない。逆に老朽ではほぼ永遠の存在に等しい。
Therefore, Duonig won't die with you. Instead, it will be almost eternally in Langshu.
制限をかけなければドニグルもいつかは英単を思うがまま自在に駆使できるようになる。
If it's not restrained, given time, it can even manipulate the pool of shadows at will.
そうだとしても
So what?
罹患の十層でありながら気迫が全くない。
As one of the 10 faces of
自分
misery,
の力をどう使うのかも完全に分かっていない。
it lacks the spirit and has no idea how to use its power.
いつしか手強い敵が現れた時にはあいつは簡単に敗れ
Even with
すぐさ
time,
ま死ぬだろう。
it'll still be easily defeated and die at the hands of an opponent that's powerful enough.
しかしそれだけの話ではないのだろう。
It's not just that.
勘違いしないでほしい。
I don't want you to misunderstand.
あれは認めようとしていないが、いずれドニグルは私の願いを果たすために
Although you'll never admit
バ
it,
カなことをし
perhaps one day, Duonig will do something foolish to help me achieve my long-term wish.
だから私は答えなくてはならない。むしろ
For this reason, I should answer it.
私
And you
の
can view
唯
this
一の
as my
目的
only
だと理解
purpose.
した方がいいかもしれない。お前がこの世界に施した数々の仕掛けも
What happened to you and this
正義に
world?
過ぎない。
They are just casual arrangements.
実に興味深い。
Interesting.
老朽の存続のため君は
To ensure the survival
英
of
単を作
Langshu,
り出す必要がある。
you must die at this moment and create the pool of shadows.
しかしいずれ迎える時のために君は生き続ける必要があ
And
る。
to bring in the inevitable moment, you must live.
両者は確かに矛盾していない。だが本当にそれほどの自信があるのか。
These two don't actually contradict, but do you really have confidence in it?
強いて言うならそれは
Or rather,
お前
this is why I
のここを
secretly
訪れたことを
rejoice in your arrival.
喜んでいる理由でもある。別れを告げる以外に
Besides bidding farewell, I can also make a bold gamble with a deity among mortals.
見るがいい。当時の私がドニグルを作り出した
Just like how I created Duonig.
あいつに十
So
分
long
な
as it has
時
enough
間を
time,
与えれば
you'll see.
私とあいつが互いのことを知り尽くしている
Based on how much we understand each
い
other,
つかは
one day
私はあいつの恐怖として
I'll reappear in the world as its fear.
世に再臨。
これって
Well,
師匠は今の話を教えてくれなかった。
Master never told me about these things. Okay, but can you explain?
つまりもしかして
So does this mean
死ぬ時リトストはとっくに影の怪物の影の怪物になることを覚悟してたの？
Litos was prepared to turn into a shadow monster of a shadow monster when he died?
そうすることで死んで生き返れるの？
That way, he'd be both dead and alive?
おかしな話を理解するときだけは飲み込みが早い。
You really understand odd things very quickly. Yeah!
でもリトストはどうしてそんなに自信があるの？
Why was Litos so confident anyway?
もしかして彼らはお互いのことをずっと恐れながらも相手のそばにいたから？
Were they mutually afraid but still standing by each other's sides all along?
はっきりとは言い切れないと思う。相手の死を恐れることが相手を恐れることになるのかな。
It's hard to say. Is fearing the other's death like fear of the other?
とにかくドニグルは一体何のためにこうしたの？エイタンの力を解き放つために自分のやり方でリトストの死をクームに導こうとしたのかな？
Anyway, what is Donig really after? If it wants to release the power of the pool of shadows, does that mean it wants to make Litos' death equal to nothing in its own way?
そんなことは重要じゃない。
That doesn't seem to be the focus right now.
もともとエイタンにそれほどのつながりがあったなら
すごく大事なことを誤解してない？
Since it has such a close connection with the pool of shadows, don't you think we miscalculated something important?
英単を解き放つには自分に施された制限を解除しなくちゃいけない。つまり釘を抜くってことだよね。
Then to liberate the pool of shadows, it only needs to release itself from the restraint. In other words, it needs to pull out the nail?
そうなると、あなたたちを英単に連れてきたのは十分に安全な行為と言える。何しろ、夢追い人はリトストの加護を確実に受けているから。
In that case, helping you all enter the pool of shadows was a safer plan. Kuruku indeed received Lito's protection. Did I?
いや、待って。
No.
時間がない。後で説明する。
There's no time to explain.
時間は結構無駄にしちゃったし、もしかしたら。
It took so much time, and who knows?
早くうちらを連れ出して。
Perception, get us out of here now.
What's going on? Why the sudden... what? What did she realize? Beautiful loading times.
どうしたの？そんなに焦って。うち前に言ったよね。ドニグルに
The
は
Chanel
絶
that
対に
Johnny
抜け
can
ない
never
釘が
pull
ある
out?
って。
Oh yeah, she did say
あれ
that.
は師匠が残した一番大事な一本なんだ。ドニグルは外からそれを抜く力なんて持ってない。でももし英単とそんなつながりがあるなら、それに加えて時間がかなり経ってるから、大変なことになっち
ゃう。Just a second. Oh wait, it's not letting me. Alright, be that way. There's no time to explain until it might actually be the case. Alright, no time for loot. I guess. So this means he can actually pull out the nail probably. And we're fucked. So menacing.
ゃう。よかった。早く追いかけよう。
Oh, okay, now it will let me. Just let me do this thing real quick.
張り切って出発。みんなついてきて。宝箱は多い方がいいよね。
See, that was fast. And now we go back. To stop whatever the fuck is going on. Probably. Or maybe we make it worse, I don't know. Whatever happens will happen.
張り切って出発。
Oh! Why did Windows Defender block Honkai Impact? No, allow access. It's fine. Normal? Or should I go hard? Let's go normal. Or should I go hard? Should I go normal or hard, guys? Let's go normal. Because I don't know if they'll let me use the trial characters or not. Oh, is this a boss battle? No idea how much different it will be. Oh, Honkai can be hard when it wants. Honkai. Yo, I nailed that landing. Where are we? Oh! Oh, hello. Sorry for intruding. Oh god. Oh, it's the dog from the trailer.
あんな姿のドニグルはめったに見ない。カク、うちらも手伝うよ。カク？動かない。
Oh, perception is
肝心な時に固まってるの。
perception is failing again.
逃げられないよ。任せて。気をつけなきゃ。
私に任せて。チャージ完了。そこまで。
Get off there. That's not fair. Okay, never mind.
目標ロックオン。急いで片付けよう。逃げられないよ。さあ、終わりを告げようか。
言いたくない、本当に。空中リレー。一緒に戦おう、相棒。お待たせ、セナ。大根発表。
で投げて。射撃の時間だ。そこまで。
頭を。
Come on.
テンポ。おーい、こっち。あ、ヤッホー。来て。
We're almost there. Almost down with the first phase.
私に任せて。急いで片付けよう。ぼーっとしないで。位置について。ひねろ。
言いたくない、本当に。空中リレー。ほい。遅いよ。さあ。
Alright, second phase now. Woof woof. Let's get into gamer mode. Holy shit, okay. What? Yo, the music. Oh. I say. Sure.
ドニグル、話を聞いて。釘を全部抜いたところで、あんたにとって何のメリットもない。利益のないことはやっちゃいけない。そうだよね。一緒に戦おう、相棒。お待たせ、セナ。早く起きて。
いいタイミング。
ああ、もう肝心な時に限ってみんなうちの話を聞いてくれないんだから。まだと奴らを目覚めさせよう。おっと、やっほー。
I picked normal. So it's not being too bad.
そこまで。
言いたくない、本当に。
I was slightly afraid of. Oh.
リトおじさんがいない以上こんなに強くなるはずないのに。
あなたたちが加減を忘れたからやけくそになったのかもしれない。
カク、さっきまでどこに行ってたの？
とにかく英単から力を取り入れる速度をなるべく遅くしよう。他のことについてはあなたたち次第。
Oh.
よいしょ。長尺おばあちゃん。
Here we go.
セナおばさん。
私に任せて。目標ロックオン。逃げられないよ。 終わりを告げようか。
動かない。つまりあいつは英単の力を事前に使い始めたの。世界を引きずる力を私たちに使ってるわけ。
その通り。幸い釘は完全に抜かれているわけではない。だから力も完全なものではない。さっき話したように私もなるべくその吸収効率を下げて
Trying to read, trying to fight.
で投げ払え。射撃の時間だ。急いでそこまで。今戦場を一掃する。
頭を5、4、1。
いいタイミング。目標ロックオン。
Okay.
ぼーっとしないで。
動かない。またドア。
It's down, so now it's just get damage in. Yeah, right in the butt, exactly.
で投げ払え。
Shoot him in the butt.
逃げられないよ。
言いたくない。本当に。長尺おばあちゃんの番だよ。はいよ。
I'm almost dead.
いいタイミング。遠慮はいらない。急いで片付けよう。ぼーっとしないで。終わりを告げようか。
動かない。
Okay, okay. Almost there. Did we do it? Alright. Whew. So you pick it hard? I kinda wanna do it in hard. But can I just do the fight?
また苦しめられるんだな。
Okay. Alright.
やっと終わったのかな。
Is it finally over?
おかしいよ。さっきまではまだ力が残ってたように見えたんだけど。
Strange. It seemed like it still had some energy just now.
何をしやがった。
What did you do?
前に見た時と同じ喋れる犬なんだね。
So you really are a talking dog.
犬はお前だろ。
You're the dog. Wait, what? Totally not a dog.
仕掛けはとても簡単だ。小弱たちが作り出した隙を利用して一番衰弱している機会を見計らい
It's simple in theory, and that space you all fought for at your weakest moment.
英単とのつながりを遮った。
I severed the connection between you and the pool of shadows.
今はもう外から影と関わりのある力を操ることはできない。
Now you can no longer use any shadow power from the outside.
さっきから見かけなかったけど、ずっとそうしてたの？
Were you doing this the whole time? No wonder you have been missing since the beginning.
いや、実際英単から離脱することは思っているほど簡単なことではない。
Not really. Leaving the pool of shadows isn't as easy as you all think.
すべての条件を満たしてみたが、想像以上に消耗が激しく、私の意志が逆にそこに閉じ込められてしまった。
After trying to meet your demands, due to consuming an unimaginably amount of power, my will ended up trapped there.
失望したよ、ドニグル。先走って英単の力を無駄遣いしなければ、ちょうどあの時に復帰することはなかった。
Donig, if you hadn't been so eager to squander the pool of shadows' power, I wouldn't have recovered back then.
でもドニグルがあんなに長い間準備してたんだから、通路がわけもわからず現れたのも納得がいく。
But since Duanik prepared for so long, no wonder the pathway inexplicably opened.
さてと、ようやく話し合えるね。
Anyway, now we can finally talk to you.
老朽の境遇に不満を感じてたのはわかるよ。でもみんなは今悪くない暮らしをしてるじゃない？
I understand the resentment you have for Langshu, but the thing is, everyone's living a pretty good life now.
不満？どうして？
Resentment? What do you mean? No, kick the evil dog.
ああ、確かにお前の言う通りだ。
Oh, you're right.
ここで意味を作った者もいれば、意味を排除する者もいる。私はバランスを求めているだけだ。
Some create meaning within this, while others dissolve it. As for me, I merely seek balance.
老朽と桜花の過去の遭遇に公平さを感じたやつなんていないだろう。
I guess no one thinks that Langshu and Oxia have had any justice in the past, right?
その言葉、ついさっき思い出したように見えるけど。
What you just said, why did it sound like you were reciting it?
ドニグル、どうやら本当に何も知らないようだね。
Duanik, you really don't understand.
あんた、これじゃあ何のメリットもないことにもなってないよ。
You don't even have anything to gain from what you're doing. Sungshu recounted the group's experiences in the Pool of Shadows in an exaggerated tone. Duanik didn't raise any questions. Instead, it was Shenshue who threw out various questions just as they started communicating again.
あんたを説得するつもりはないんだけど。
I wasn't trying to convince you.
でも、英単のこともあるし、この件はもうここまでにしない？
But for the sake of the Pool of Shadows, could you stop it?
桜花の法律上、未遂犯は深く追及されないものだしね。
Yeah, according to Oxia's laws, an attempt cannot be called to account. What? What kind of laws? Although the ones who defeated it extended an olive branch, it seemed that Duanig still hadn't come to its senses. Even though it was well aware that the disappearance of the figure just now was due to the restraint, it still continued to blink forcefully. Everything Sungshu just recounted was not a secret to Duanig. The toast had already revealed the outcome to it. Yet, after a moment of hesitation, it chose to hide its situation and remain silent.
おかしい。本当に笑えるな。たとえそうだったとしても。
That's ridiculous. Too ridiculous. Even so,
俺の恐怖になれるだなんて、どの口が言えたんだ？
why does he think he can become my fear? I don't know, you tell me.
はいは
Are
い。
you like besties?
うちも試しに説得してみただけだよ。
I was just trying.
話が通じないなら、奥の手を使うしかないね。
Since reasoning didn't work, I can only use the last resort. With a puzzled expression on its face, Duanig immediately understood what the last resort was.
私にやらせて。
Leave it to me! Are they gonna pet him to shame him? With an impressive strength, the girl grabbed the dog from under its body and lifted it into the air.
何するんだ？やめてくれ！
What are you doing? Let go! Just a while ago, it could single-handedly confront everyone present. But now, it seemed to have no way to resist apart from swinging its short legs.
あれ？
お前、自分が何をやってるのか分かってるのか？
Do you know what you're doing?
あれれれ？さっきの声、わざと声を低くして話してたの？
Wait, your voice. Were you speaking with a suppressed voice the whole time?
まあまあ、今はもう迷惑をかけることなんてできそうにないけど。
Okay, fine. Although I can't stir up any trouble right now.
さすがに濡れ衣を着せられちゃたまらないからね。
I won't cover things up for it.
濡れ衣？
Cover things up?
そうだよ。まさかその張本人が忘れてたりしないよね。
Yeah, don't you remember?
なんとかして、あんたのために厄払いしないと。
It's time to find a way to expel the evil from you.
今はピンピンしてるけど
Oh yeah, right. I was like
万が一
infected
の
with
事態
something.
が起こらないよ
I forgot.
順番に面倒を見よ
Even if you're in great shape now, just to be safe, we'll have to take turns watching over you and prevent any accidents from happening.
それにかなりの騒ぎになってるし他の人に聞かれたら説明しなきゃいけないし
Also, with things getting so serious, we need an explanation for when others ask.
説明しなきゃってもしかして
Explanation? Surely she isn't planning on.
少女くん今回は割と話が通じるんだね
Well, Miss Sanctu's being quite sensible this time.
桜花に染み出す影の根源を遮断したいならあと何日かは老朽に滞在する必要がある
If you want to cut off the shadows infiltrating Oxia at the source, you might have to stay in Langshi for a few more days.
よくもそんなことを言えたものだね
So
あな
you're
たのせいで夢追い人はこんな目に遭ってるんだよ
so you're the reason why Kuruko got involved in so much trouble, right?
さあ自分から厄払いに手伝ってくれるなら桜花に戻ったら高級ドッグフードを買ってあげる
If you can help us get rid of the evils on your own, I'll buy you premium canned food when I return to Oxia.
彼を追い詰めても無駄だよ何しろドニグルは犬だから
This probably won't work for Duanig. It's just a dog after all.
犬はお前だろ
You're the dog. Why does he always say that?
おいそれとお前尻尾をこれ以上触るなあとおろせ
Hey, and you, stop touching my tail. Let me go.
ああごめんごめんついやっちゃった続けて
Oh, sorry, I couldn't help myself. Please continue.
とにかく何があってもそんなことをするべきじゃないけど全てを元通りにするためには術を一人呼び覚ますしかない
Anyway, although it should never have happened, if we want to restore everything, we need to wake up a shoe.
もしかしたらこれはただの始まりじゃないの
Maybe this is just the beginning?
その通り手間をかけさせたけど結局のところこれ以上悪化させることはないだけなんだ
It could be. It took a lot of effort, but in the end, we only prevented things from getting worse.
そうなんだ
True.
でもこんなに多くの人たちが守ってくれてるからこれを追加課題にすれば相当高い点数をもらえるかも
With so many people escorting you,
論文も発表できたり
treating it as your internship assignment may get you a pretty high score. Perhaps it'll even be enough to publish a paper?
学校に通うことがなんだか恐ろしいことみたいに突然思えてきたよ
I certainly feel that having to go to school is quite terrifying. Yes, Anadina, it
科
is.
学考察にとってこれもまた面白いことになってるよ
In terms of scientific research, this is rather interesting.
でもそれがいい知らせか悪い知らせかはわからないそうだよねコラリ
I can't tell if this is good news or bad news. Right, Coralie?
さっき接触した人から見れば術が守っているルールのせいで彼らは接しづらくなってるんでしょ
From the one we just encountered, it seems that the principles followed by the shoes make them quite difficult to deal with.
それで次はどうする
So, what should we do next?
じゃあ角おばさんに聞いてみる
How about we ask on perception first?
簡単なことドニグルとの戦いで私は英単の束縛から抜け出そうとしていてすぐに手助けできなかったから
It's simple. When breaking free from the pool of shadows, considering that some of you didn't have me around to help you when facing Duanig,
その間あなたたちの葬式のスケジュールや参列者リストその後の会食などを計画していた
I plan a detailed funeral process for you all, as well as the dining arrangements for the participants.
それは少し先走りすぎてない
Isn't it a bit too early for that?
いや葬式の類はもう必要ないかもしれないが食事の方は時期としてちょうどいい
No. Although the funeral process is no longer needed, the dining arrangements may be timely.
ああそうだねお腹が空いてたよね
Oh, right. You must be hungry by now.
ちょっと待って食事の話を始める前にあの犬の方をちゃんと見張った方がいいんじゃない
Wait, before we talk about eating, shouldn't we keep an eye on that dog first?
それは安心してもいい私が束縛している以上影から力を得ることはもうできない
Don't worry about that. Now that I've constrained it, it can no longer draw any power from the shadows, so now it's just a dog.
今老朽に現れている怪物もあなたたちにとっては簡単に倒せるもの
You can easily defeat the monsters
ド
lurking
ニ
in
グルの
Langshu.
場合 どんな個体にあっても料理されることになるだろう。
But every one of them will be able to cook Donig. No, you're just a dog! Until it let out a surprised cry, Donig's escape plan seemed to be going smoothly. In fact, if not for Helia, it would almost have sneaked out of the building. But after Perception's recent remark, coward. I should finish what I started.
お前たちに構うだなんて確かに面倒だが、まあ自分がやらかしたことの後始末はしてやる。
Taking care of you is annoying, but let's regard it as cleaning up my own mess. Upon saying this, following an almost identical path, it walked straight back. Since the reason behind it was clear to everyone, its words sounded somehow humorous.
よろしい。
Good dog.
随分とわきまえてるじゃない。
それでご飯を食べたらもう一度出発する？元の計画に戻って他の術を探しに行くとか？
Shall we set out again after we finish eating and return to the starting point and find other shoes?
それにしても他の術はどういった存在なの？リトストみたいに信じがたいような感じ？
Speaking of that, what kind of people are the other shoes? Will they be as interesting as Litost?
あなただけが簡単に理解できる。
It's okay to just ask.
パターンって言ったら
It's okay to just ask, are they also weirdos? Are they also weirdos? I wanna know, yeah.
それについてはうちじゃうまく言えないな。
Well, like,
誰を先に尋ねるかはちゃんと考えておくよ。
well, I can't really say for sure. I'll think carefully about who to look for first.
何しろ中にはうち以外にも相当優しい人もいるし。
Besides me, some can also be considered gentle. I don't like how she said that. Meanwhile, somewhere in Langshu, the striking quietness of this place could be attributed to its characteristics. Though few chose to bury themselves here, it was still another mass burial site outside the Pool of Shadows. It sounded like someone loading bullets, but almost inaudible. It sounded like someone walking by, but the footsteps were gentle. For her, all of this didn't require much preparation, and could happen in any second.
これほど衰弱してるなんて。
Hey yo, hello?
私どれくらい寝てたの？
Hello?
まずは私の銃を見つけに行こう。
Hello?
顔見えてもちゃんと警戒してるんだよ。
Go back to sleep, lady. Well, like, hello? Madam? Madam? Complete main story. Let me check the missions. So there's no more main story. So that was chapter 1?
いい景色。もう行くの？
I guess. Major story chapter 1. Yeah, I got everything. 19 out of 19 and 9 out of 9. But yeah, Madame, let me see her again.
これほど衰弱してるなんて。私どれくらい寝てたの？
Madame?
まずは私の銃を見つけに行こ
Madame? Alright, so I guess that's that. I guess it's chapter 1, so I guess it didn't have such a
どんな冒険が待ってるのかな。
how can you say, such explosive ending. Everything wrap up nicely. Yeah, absolutely. No loose ends at all.
やっぱり平和が一番。次はブラブラする。寝だめ？もう休んだら？心配しないで。明日も一緒に遊ぼう。
Oh hey, with this background it doesn't like me. It's just with the other background apparently. Oh, yeah, complete main story 100 Years of Solitary Shadow Phase 3. So that's it. When more? When more? When more? Oh, what? Careful. Stop, baby. Anyway, it's late, so let's jump back here quickly. And I'll close the game. What's up, Reggie? Just when the honker's gone. The honkers are gone. Ey, por terror. Mr. El mismísimo. El terror porteño. But yeah, so basically, Litos was a weirdo. And his dog, by extension, was also weirdo. I feel like we didn't really get the full story about what the dog was trying to do, and he just kind of went. The dog just kind of went for what we said. We assumed that it was doing. By the way, how like when Songshu was like, "Oh, you know, what's with all your resentment?" and the dog was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But then it was like, "Oh yeah, sure, exactly." What the dog doing? Truly. So I feel like we didn't get the entire truth here out of the dog. And for some reason, I don't think, I'm sorry, Songshu, but I don't think her master is all that trustworthy. We didn't get to see his face, but like his clothes and the way he was kneeling down, I don't know, it kind of gave me big Otto vibes. So I'm like, sus. And the fact that we didn't get to see his face, I'm like, why are you hiding this from us? But yeah, basically we tossed, and we were never told what Litos did either. We just know that he did something, that he wanted to disappear for. But like he didn't want to die, he wanted to literally disappear, make it like if he had never existed. And the dog seemed to like
avoid doing that because supposedly it will like it was going to torture him. But I'm like, is it truly that, or were the dog just like being a big tsundere or something and being like not let him die? But at the end he did sacrifice himself, but also he came back as a shadow. I don't know, it got really confusing at one point. I'm like, what? So like the guy died, Litos did die, but like he didn't get his wish because like pretty much everyone remembers him, or like a lot of people do at least. But then he came back anyway as a shadow, so I guess he still can get his wish granted somehow. But yeah, I'm still a bit confused on whether the dog was trying to help or not. Thank you for the follow! Hello, hello! Welcome! But yeah, that was something. It feels really weird because in part 1, you know, the first few chapters is just one thing happening after another. So now seeing this, which is pretty much just like kind of building up, kind of pretty much just a build up. Not that much like action or like super cool things going down. It's kind of weird. I'm used to the flashy Honkai since like that's all I've seen so far from part 1. But it's good. It's interesting. It's very interesting. The whole thing about how it wanted to turn like Oxia and Langshi around. I mean, that's still... The thing is also like, yeah, we have... Even the characters themselves, they don't have theories of what the dog goes where. And we never got them confirmed. So I'm thinking, like, will we ever get those confirmed? Or will that just be like, okay, whatever he wanted to do, we stop him. Because, like, he can't control the shadows anymore. And now we'll move on to wake up the other shoes. I'm guessing we're gonna end up waking them all up for some reason, even if Sanction said we only need to wake up one. I assume that we're gonna end up waking all of them for some reason or another. I wonder if the lady we saw at the end is a shoe, or if it's just something else that we'll have to worry about next time. You know, being like, oh yeah, now you're done with the dog, get ready for this random hot lady. I'm still fascinated at how calm the main character is through all of this. Like, oh yeah, you know, like I just went to sleep one day and suddenly like all this shit went down, but like sure, you know, using it for her thesis. Like, man, this really will give me credits for university. Let's go. Truly, priorities. Just another day. Yeah. It does get though, and now I see. I feel like with this, I'm seeing the true Honkai, you could say, with like how kind of confusing it gets. It's not like clear cut what's going on. As I said, I hope we get more answers next time, and that it won't just be like, oh yeah, we're done with the dog now, just like whatever. I feel like they build up to something there with like giving on like they gave us all those hints, but at the end they didn't really clarify much. So it's still pretty much theorizing again of like what happened to Litost. Like, Songkra's master was there and she said that she was not aware of that her master never told her. So Litost died, but like, so the Litost that we've been seeing every now and then is probably just the shadow that they mentioned. He mentioned he will come back like as a shadow. But yeah, pretty. I really like the whole. Even if I don't really follow that much what the dog was doing, I really like that we got more. I really like the insight that we got on how Oxia and Langshu are like positioned. You know, like Oxia is on top and like Langshu at the bottom. And like Langshu is pretty much the border between the Sea of Data or the Sea of Quanta and Oxia. Which is pretty fucked up when you think about it, because that means they created Langshu, because they mentioned that they created it. They created Langshu to be there in between and like with that pool of shadows thingy. So Oxia could just be quietly, you know, calm, enjoying life, thriving. It does feel kind of unfair though, so I kind of wonder if we will manage to fix that situation somehow, or if they're just gonna stay that way, and that all we have to do is stabilize it so they continue that way. Because it feels kind of fucked up. But anyway, I have no idea when chapter 2 is coming out. I don't mind if they take their time though, because I mean I've just started Penacony. I still have to go through Genshin, and I still have other games to play, and I still have to go back to part 1. So you take their time. I don't know how often Honkai Impact releases like chapters. It'll hit when you least have time. Like the event going on right now for chapter 1 goes until like April 25th. So I'm kind of wondering, will we get something like right away, or will it just be longer? Maybe live a gacha? Never. Never. I've been thinking sometimes, I think about like maybe it stops streaming like Neural Cloud character events, but those are fun usually, so I'm like, nah. And they usually just take like 1 day, so they're like, it's not like they're gonna free me that much. But yeah, at least with Honkai Impact, it's not like a Star Rail, you know, like a Star Rail and Genshin and like updates more often, but they kinda release like the story in parts. I mean, Honkai does that too, but like they release like entire chapters, you know. And they released this on February 29th, so it's been 29th, yeah. So it's been a month already. So, and like as I said, the event's still going until the 25th. So yeah, I am guessing they take longer. So I should have at least until the end of the month, I guess, until they release more. We shall see. But for now, I gotta run to bed because tomorrow I am going to work. I missed 2 days already. I rested a lot, so now it's time to get back to the grind and see how behind my work I am tomorrow. Let's go. So yeah, for now, the rest of the week on Saturday we continue Reverse Collapse. On Neural Cloud we do the Cascadia event. And those are both on YouTube, both on Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 AM. Work like a slave, let's fucking go! Gotta get that bread, yeah. It is what it is. You know, gotta be like the character in Honkai Impact, you know, going through all this crazy shit and all she's worried about is like, oh, I can use this for my internship. But anyway, thank you guys for coming and making me company. The music on the last fight was really cool. I hope we get more of that. it was really shocking, as I said, because this really plays a little bit more like Star Rail, you know, more story and stuff. And I'm used to more fighting in Honkai Impact. So it's gonna take some adjustment. But eventually I'll go back to part 1 and we'll see how that evolves. And then it will probably make more sense. For now, it was really a whiplash, because early chapters is just battle after battle with some story in between. You got your whole life to work hard and get money and never have enough money, so taking time to relax while you're young is nice. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, you know. As I said, I was gonna go to work today, but then I saw the weather outside and I was like, you know what? It's April. I'm not psychologically ready to deal with this weather. And it's not like I'm gonna get in trouble at work. So I'm just gonna stay home and not deal with it. And I'll deal with my workload tomorrow. It's been rainy all week and my buns are dust. Oh yeah, I hate that. But anyway, now for real, because I need to go eat. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for making me company. Hope you've enjoyed, even though if it was, as I said, a bit more quiet. Not as much action, just a lot of lore, but I hope you enjoyed in either way. And I'll see you this weekend, Saturday and or Sunday, hopefully, for Reverse Collapse and Narrow Cloud. So yeah, thank you. Remember to take care of yourselves, keep yourself safe, and I'll see you next time. So bye-bye.